This adventure is G2, Glacial Rift of the Frost Giant Jarl, and you guys are all 8th level. The Crystal Mist Mountains are to the west of the Jotuns, and you had all returned back to the yeomanry, where you reported on your findings. You reported about someone named Aklavdra, who had left a note with the hill giants. You had some maps of some other giant strongholds, including this one, and you have a strange metallic chain with some instructions about being able to use it to teleport right to the Glacial Rift to the Frost Giant Jarl. The yeomanry, his steadfastness, the freeholder, the spokesman of the Yeomanry League, and his various other compatriots provide you guys each, if you want, and if you have room, for a potion of extra healing and a potion of invisibility before you depart. And if any of you need to drop anything to make room for those two items, you can have 8 consumable magic items on your character at this level. Then type that into the chat, and we'll see if anyone else wants to pick that up.
I think I still got mine from last time, so if anybody else wants to grab those, go for it.
Tom, did you say that they're offering for each of us to have these?
You each get 1 potion of invisibility and 1 potion of extra healing, and you can have a maximum of 8 consumable magic items. So if you need to drop an item, type it into chat.
Okay.
And it looks like Glimmer is going to drop a potion of invisibility. So if anyone wants that potion of invisibility, roll a d20. See who gets it. Now, you're heading into the Crystal Mist Mountains, which are going to be dire cold. And you'll probably want to purchase some cold weather gear. You don't really have to pay for that. They'll outfit you with that. But that does take up 1 encumbrance slot. What that'll do for you is you will not take damage from cold, which will happen about every 15 minutes. You'll take a d4 damage just from being exposed to the extreme cold of the environment up there, probably. So, free cold weather gear takes 1 slot on your token or on your character.
Okay.
Got
Now,
it. Thank you.
Are you all going to teleport using the chain or travel there by normal means?
I vote chain.
Yes,
Me too.
Let's go for the
I'd
chain.
like to see
Yeah.
how this works.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time
There
of
is a
day?
possibility. Yeah.
What time of day do you want to teleport in?
Can I ask
Right.
this? When I during my downtime, I was doing, I believe, research on cloud giants. Do I know anything about their habits? Are they mostly active at night, during the day?
Cloud giants are mostly during the day, during the sunny, clear days, living in their giant castles high in the mountains or even floating in the clouds.
What about frost giants? I researched frost giants.
Frost giants are also active mostly during the day. They go on raiding and hunting groups, rampaging through human lands all during the day.
Okay.
So it sounds like we're wanting to go by night then.
That would be sneaky.
That would be sneaky. Based on like we didn't get pounded by too many giants in the last adventure, but I feel like they did some pretty intense damage. So I think if we could try and play it sneaky again, I think that would probably be good. So
I always like sneaky.
All right. Sounds like you're going in at night.
Yeah.
So you loop the chain in a figure 8, step inside, say the magic words, and instantly cold, biting wind is blowing at your face and your neck and your hands and your arms and anything exposed to the air. And anyone not wearing cold weather gear immediately is going to take 1 point of cold damage. And it's probably almost going to be very difficult to keep a torch going out here in the cold open. Looking at the ground with the light sources you do have, you can actually do your light spells and such. Let's do some character introductions real quick, and then you can do whatever spells you want to cast. Kester, go ahead.
I am Eminence Kester. I serve the poor and collect funds for myself as well, and I just want to see goodness spread throughout the land.
Sever.
Sever is on a quest to find out why the giants killed her mother. She's actually learned in the interim that this Aklavdra is a priestess that's commanding the Hill Frost and Fire Giants. It's raiding their lands, and she's a high priestess of a dark god, rallying the giants with promise of power to crush the surface world. So she's looking to find more about that and to deal a swift blow to the giants.
Glimmer.
Glimmer's just your everyday average street urchin who seems to always come back alive from any dangerous mission. He's really only here to gain more gold in order to purchase these rare herbs for his sick daughter back home.
Carrig.
Carrig is an old dwarf who's come out of retirement to break up this congregation of giants.
And
He's pretty
Valsian.
proud of his Warhammer.
And Valsian.
Paulsian is a bastard child from Selene. He is a half-elf bard, but not that kind. He's traveling around to prove that he is worth something.
Okay, so
Counter
Valsian,
to
you
what
can
his parents think.
Valsian, you can turn on a torch for your sword.
Okay.
And the rest of you, if you want to cast any spells, go for it.
I want to cast protection from evil on myself, and then I'm going to cast light. Who would like the light spell on their to help lead the way?
Yeah,
I could take a light spell. I've also got a
Carrig can
lantern.
take it.
So was that-
Carrig.
Okay, so I'll go Carrig with the light spell. And where's the button?
So, Carrie, you can hit the L button for light/lantern. And I'll have you actually keep the duration checks going for that, Carrick. So every time we check durations, you'll need to roll 6 or higher d20 for that light to continue.
Okay.
All right, well, enjoy the light. It's the last one I've got.
Thank you, sir.
And Sever, no light for you?
Yeah, I was going to use the lantern. There we go.
Oh, lantern. You light up a lantern, okay. You can't quite get the lantern lit out here in the cold. Looking at the ground, though, with the light spell provided by Carrick, you can put a light spell on your guy. Looking at the light provided by Carrig, you can see just the barest hint of giant passage, a few giant footprints, and a trail heading off into the darkness. The mountain peaks are shrouded in clouds that are racing across the sky. Now and then, the moons of Orth peek out, but it's pretty dark out. Hey, Carrig, there you go. Strange. You want to click your token, Carrig, and you want to do
Go to one.
L, the L button.
Oh, okay.
Click your token and do the L button.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so Carrig, I assume you're leading the way. Sever's pointing out giant tracks. What do you want to do?
Yep. Follow the giant tracks.
All right. Who's going to be the party treasurer? Who's going to keep track of treasure?
I could do it again.
Okay. So everyone type in the chat how many open slots you have. And Glimmer, you can take all those and add 5 more to that for what the party can carry. All right. You're rewarded quickly with some more giant tracks that you can see on the ground and some rough-hewn, not really hewn even so much as big steps that descend into a rift in the snow that you're walking up on. Maybe there. Oh, I need to turn off some light. Add some light as if you came during the day.
Like sensible people would have.
Yeah, so being it's night, you don't get a real good feel for how big this rift might be in total. But the passageway and the tracks of the giants quickly split into a left passage and a right passage. And you'll need to decide which one you want to go down. That one. Go. And this one. Go. Okay, so here you guys are at the top of the Glacial Rift. Giant tracks, nothing really different left or right. You'll need to decide, Carrig, which way to go.
Okay.
Lead on, good man. Or dwarf, excuse me.
Sever's kind of saying like maybe, well, are one of these higher than the other? Are they
about the same, and you can't quite discern how deep the rift is off the edge of these things.
maybe just go to the right? I don't know.
Yes.
That,
Which path has
Oh,
fresher
right.
giant tracks?
About the same. About the
Okay.
same.
I've always been taught when there's a fork in the road, take it.
All right, Carrig, pause there. And the rest of you can
Yeah.
take up a marching order behind Carrig. Once you are happy with your marching order, roll initiative.
Oh, sorry, we're on this path.
You hear a howl of a wolf behind you, and you turn to look, and you can see glowing blue eyes through the dense snow as an enormous wolf is treading up to you quietly.
I'm gonna click the Dex button instead of the initiative button, Tom.
You can hit initiative then.
All right.
Yeah, there you go. So you see this enormous wolf behind you guys. See, one of you's not in, probably because I don't have the thing set up right. It is dwarf. Fix that for you.
Is that the way we came from? So he was following us?
He was following, it appears, yeah.
Thank you, bastard.
And Carrie, you rolled a 19. Nice roll. All right. Let's see how sneaky this wolf was. His stealth roll was just a 10, so he doesn't get a surprise round on you guys. You heard him coming behind you. You can't see if there's any more with him, but the howl sounded further away, so it's like he probably wasn't the one that howled. You don't think? There might be another one back there in the darkness. So, first person to react, Sever.
Yeah, Sever's just gonna close the distance and go with her dual scimitars.
Bam.
Armor class on this guy's 13, so I just missed.
Okay, and then I'm going to jump back here out of the way.
Your turn, Carrig.
All right, I'm gonna Carrick will move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will attack with the Warhammer.
Right.
Crush its chest.
Crushing in the wolf, 16 points damage to it. He yelps with pain. Kester.
Kester looks and sees what's happening, will run over and to Sever and will extend a hand and bless Sever.
Falsian.
Thank you, my friend.
Okay. All right, I'll show off my paltry skills with my new shiny flaming sword. Let's see what happens. Yep, that's about par
Just
for the course.
missed. And then Glimmer.
I'm just gonna run up 10 feet, take an attack with his sword.
Right, 6 points damage to the wolf. The wolf's badly wounded.
Okay,
It
and
will-
then I'll charge back up.
All right. This wolf breathes from his mouth a blast of chilling, ice-cold frost in a 20-foot cube, getting everyone except for the two in the very back.
Oh boy.
Oh, let's see here. The damage is going to be 9 points of cold damage for all of you, 15 con save for half.
That's not happening.
So 15, 9. Ouch.
That -1 was pretty inspiring.
All right. Then, after that big wolf, two other big wolves bound out of the darkness, leaping down from the the edge of the rift overhead. One drops down here, and one drops down behind Sever and Kester there. And the one by
Very
Glimmer
rude.
bites at Glimmer. 15 hitting you, Glimmer, for 2 piercing, and then hits you again for 2 more piercing.
Ooh, that was a crit.
And then attacks on Sever and Kester. Sever, Mistia, Kester is a miss, and that wolf's done. All the wolves are done. This guy's turn. Okay. Next to go is going to be Sever.
And you were blessed, Sever.
Awesome. So is that
Advantage on all
luck-
attacks.
advantage? Okay. All right. So going to. She would love to try and get Phobane on this, but I think it's not time to do that. So she's just gonna dual scimitar, and hopefully that bless will help.
Hit. 5 points of damage.
Excellent. And then she's gonna try and get out of range here for.
After you is Carrick.
Okay, I'm going to try and crush this wolf in front of me, crush its hindquarters. My Warhammer. All
Oh,
right.
yeah. With a whelp, the thing drops dead to the ground.
Okay, and I'll turn and face the other one.
Kester.
Kester will move this way. Can I go into this rift, or is it a descent?
Oh, no, the edge falls
Mhm.
away to some unknown depth in the darkness.
Okay, I will not do that then.
Yeah.
Where's
I will
the
go
is that this way?
Yep, that is that way.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a swing with my sentient sword, and then I will move that way. If I can find the attack button, there it is. So I hit for 3.
Got it.
I move there.
I'll see in your turn.
All right. I'm gonna move here just in case I flub this roll. Maybe
Now-
I'll blow up and get
yeah,
the wolf too.
Now there's a rift between you and the wolf here. It runs north to south there. The split is like basically just north of Carrig. Now you can reach it from there. It's just that you're kind of leaning over a big gap in the ice.
All right. Can I fit there?
You could.
Am I am I in danger of slipping and falling if I'm
Oh
standing
yeah,
right
you
there?
definitely are. It's very
Okay, screw
treacherous footing.
Let's not do that. All right, Carrick, I'm sorry if I flubbed this spellcasting roll, but I'm going to cast harmonious healing on Glimmer.
Nice. And then Glimmer.
Did I heal
12
12?
Glimmer. Yep.
Oh, nice. Thank you. I will backstab this wolf right here
All
with
right.
the sword.
18 points of damage. Nice, Glimmer. As the wolf was
And then
caught
does it-
unawares.
Nice. Does it also do a trip save?
Yes, 12 dex saber trip. Dex. Ooh,
Oh.
pretty sturdy,
Okay.
steady on his footing.
Okay, and then
Right.
I will shoot. I need to get out of here. Oh,
All right. Next winter wolf. The one fighting on Falsian and Carrig. Let's give him a wisdom check to see if he fights on. No, he leaps up over you two and off into the darkness. And then the one to the south, he strides forward to here and breathes cold, filling this chamber with his icy breath. The damage is 8 points of cold damage, 15 con save for half. Then after him comes Sever.
All right, Sever is going to, just jump up and let's see. Can I get 1, 2, 3, 5? Would jumping there give me? Well, I guess I already have advantage, but jump behind it and do dual scimitar.
All right. 5 more points damage to the guy. After you comes Carrig, and don't forget your damage, Sever. Looks like you took 8.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Carrig, go ahead.
All right. I'll come down and smash it on the side of its head.
Oh, yeah, you do. 22 damage.
It's
Cleaves in
shooting.
his skull. And with a yelp, he's down. 3 winterwolves, 2 dead, 2 corpses, 1 fled into the wintry darkness. You are standing on the edge of the rift there. To the east, the rift drops down into blowing snow and darkness, so you can't tell how deep it is. But it is at least more than 50 feet. That's about as far as you can see. And to the west, a dark, icy cavern. The cavern walls are actually made out of ice. It's not natural rock or anything, just carved out of the ice.
Okay. Since Glimmer seems to have trouble with con saves, I'm going to cast Inspiring Call on him.
Sever's pulling out some herbs, and she's going to try and do Fobane against wolves or whatever kind of creatures wolves
Okay.
are.
All right, Inspiring Call. So, Glimmer, you have 2 hope now, or 2 luck now. Since you're lucky, you're able to have 2. And then Sever, you do Fobane. So now you can also add your bonus to wolves.
I would like to cure wounds on Glimmer. And let's see, where's my cure light wounds button?
You don't have Cure Wounds, I don't think.
Oh, do I not?
You have Mass Cure.
Well, I'll just do that then.
Well, don't. I suppose we all took some damage, yeah. I was going to give Glimmer one of the potions that they just gave us, because that's
Do you want me to save mass cure?
Yeah, I'll put one of my extra healing potions to Glimmer.
Okay.
And everyone check durations for me, please. So, Carrig, you'll roll a d20, and you got to get a 6 or higher to keep that light spell going. Everyone else can roll their durations. Sever, you think you could get a lantern lit inside these caves? Where you're at now, you think you could get a lantern lit?
Excellent.
real quick, Tom, how do you get that number 2 on the symbol?
Click your token. Click the circle underneath your token. Hover over the 3-leaf icon and type the number 2. And then click
there we
off.
go. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then what was the potion?
Extra
Glimmer
healing.
got? Extra healing. I need to down that now. Okay. Glimmer coughs up some blood and looks at the party. Thank you guys. You guys are so generous. It's hard to find people like this.
All right.
Anytime, my friend. Anytime.
Carrie, you hear some movement in the cavern behind you, and you turn to look and see glowing blue eyes back there, icy blue, as a giant ape-like creature stares at you. He's got like ram horns coming out of his head. He's probably 8 to 9 feet tall. A yeti, it looks like. Everyone roll initiative again. And you guys see some movement of some other yeti to the west, or you hear him maybe.
I don't know why I'm lost on this map, but I think we're heading west, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Turn
so
around somehow.
one of the yeti beats you on initiative, and it comes out of the tunnel. 3 to here. It stares, it gazes at you, Kester. You're going to take 1 cold damage and be paralyzed unless you make a 15 con save.
And I'm paralyzed.
Paralyzed with fear, you take 1 cold damage. The thing strides forward and strikes at you with advantage on its slam. Do only 1 point of damage, Kester. Lucky you.
No doubt.
So you're focusing on
certain
protection
point
from
of view.
evil, right? So you're going to need to make a focus check, but it's only DC 1, so you probably can't fail. There's that
And
Yeti.
how do I do that? How do I do a focus check?
Oh, it's a Constitution saving throw. I know it's a spellcasting check. Sorry, spellcasting check.
Oh.
But your modifier is better than +1, so you can't fail it.
Okay.
That Yeti's done. And then Sever, your turn. Sever, Yetis would count as giants. So
Excellent. So in that case, I'm going. Sever's kind of under her breath mutters, "Yeti or not, here I come." And she runs up
Lord.
and
That's my
jumps
rule.
up with her dual
Bad puns are
scimitars.
my job.
She's learning from you.
all right. An 8 misses by 4, unfortunately. So
Oh my goodness.
After
So
Sever.
she's gonna jump back.
Kester, you are
Is
paralyzed.
paralyzed.
Into your turn, you
Con-
get to repeat with a 17 con save until you recover. Okay, Falsy, your turn.
I'm gonna move so I can see what's going on. Maybe. 1, 2. Did we? Was it reported we only saw one set of eyes back here, or there were multiple? Might be multiple.
There was multiple. I think there's another one coming.
All right. Excuse me. Okay. I will attempt. No, I'm not ready for a big spell yet. All right. That was Vicious Mockery this guy. I want him to come closer so I can make sure I get them all.
Made a save. Took no damage. After Falsian, Glimmer.
I'm just gonna come up behind the Yeti, backstab with the sword. Come on.
Armor class you're looking for is 12. That hits, and 17 damage.
Awesome.
Yeti howls in
With the,
pain. Its
with the,
scream almost sounds like distant howling wind.
with the trip.
Yeah, trip check. Dex made it. Okay, the Yeti of the North comes down, gazes at Kerrig. Kerrig, 1 cold damage and a 15 con save. Paralyzed. Kerrig's paralyzed and Kester's paralyzed. This Yeti comes here to rip at Kerrig. Still misses though, even with Kerrig being paralyzed. And then one more Yeti comes to there and glares at Falsian. 6 cold damage, Falsian, and paralyzed. 15 con save negates. Falsian,
There you go.
take no cold, and you're not paralyzed. Okay, the Yeti are done. Kerrig, your turn. You get to repeat your save into your turn. DC 17 for the repeat. Boom, Kerrig is
17.
freed. Then the Yeti in front of Kester, trying to rip Kester apart, who's still paralyzed. But the Yeti still misses both times. You see coming into view behind the one to the north, one that's bigger, maybe the leader of these Yeti. He comes to there, and he will gaze at Kerrig. 2 cold to Kerrig, and 15 con save, or be paralyzed. Kerrig's paralyzed, takes 2 cold, and then Sever, your turn.
Does Sever know of any way we can unparalyze people? Is there like my potions or any potion of healing?
I don't think you have any potions or
or
anything. I think clerics have restoration.
Okay, but
And I
that's
think
it.
bards
So,
maybe, but
Okay.
you could take an
So-
action to give them an advantage on their save if you want to do that.
Okay. And who's paralyzed at the moment?
Kester and Kerrig. You guys should mark
Kester
your
and
characters
Kerrig.
so everyone can see.
Sever's just gonna, she'll jump right here, and she's gonna pull out one of her +2 arrows and shoot for this guy right here with her longbow.
Nope.
Man,
Kester, your turn.
having a rough time.
Kester tries to shake off this vile gaze.
No,
and
Falsian,
cannot
your
do it.
turn.
Okay. What's the range on this? So 30-foot burst emanates from me, or no? I guess I don't remember.
Burst emanates from you unless it's got a range, yeah.
That's not good. So there's no good way to use the confusion spell in this case without hitting party members, yeah?
Confusion, if you read it, I think it says you
Perhaps
get to
I copied
choose.
the old version.
I think you get to choose.
Oh, right. In that case, here to make sure I get all these guys. So I will cast Confusion to target all 4 Yetis.
It's only a 15-foot burst, so
Oh. Okay, so I copied the old version because I've got 30-foot burst on my character sheet.
you want to move somewhere else before you cast it?
Yeah, I want to get these guys. I will just target these 2 down here then. Was that 15 feet? Would I get them both? 1, 2. Looks like it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Diagonals only count as 1.
Okay, so let's see. Standing here, I could get those 2, 3. I could get all 4 if I stood there. All right. I'll be dumb and move here and cast Confusion from there. 15-foot burst.
I'll let you do it this one time, but in the future, Once you move, you can't back up your move.
Okay, my bad.
That's okay.
I'm thrown off by the wrong version of the spell. I'll fix that. Okay, where is the confusion button? There it is. Oh, yay, that's awesome.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Roll a d20.
We're rolling poorly today.
Roll that 20. Let's see that 20.
20.
13, discorporation, spell level divided by 2.
Oh.
Round up, random pieces of your gear disappear forever.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
dear.
So roll a D11, it looks like. Well,
Well,
your game might be different. So you can roll it randomly. Don't count your clothes, don't count your packs, don't count your coins, just count the things that take up encumbered slots and roll randomly for one of those items. Or two of those items, actually, for that level spell.
Watch the magic sword.
Let you do that while Falcian's gone. Glimmer, your turn.
No. Glimmer's gonna try his best to take out this Yeti here. So another backstab.
Oh yeah, you
For
cut him
17.
down. Dead.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Nice.
And then I'll
That
run
helps.
back and hide behind Kester, who seems to be impenetrable.
Okay, Yeti trying to tear Carrig apart limb from limb. Carrig is currently paralyzed, so these will have advantage, but both miss. And then this Yeti here will come to there and glare at Glimmer. Too cold, Glimmer.
Oh boy.
15 con save. Oh god, you're bad at con saves, aren't you?
Yeah. I'll use one of my luck, so that's plus.
You get to decide after you roll on that, on luck rolls.
Oh, okay. Got it.
If you miss by 3, use a luck and you make it.
Nope.
You don't have to save the luck.
You can save the luck.
Yeah, I'll use the save the luck, yeah.
Okay, so you moved there. He paralyzed you. You took some 2 cold damage, and now he's going to tear you apart, but still misses. And at the end of that round, Sever, you're disturbed to see another Yeti approaching
Oh, my goodness.
there to the
I told you we
southwest.
should have gone to the right, guys. I don't know what's going on.
That is initiative. First person to act is going to be one of the Yetis, the leader type in the back there. He will gaze up Falcian. 6 cold Falcian, and 15 con save or be paralyzed. Falcian's paralyzed, Sever's looking bad. Then, Sever, your turn.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I mean, I don't think. So are just me and Falcian that are not?
Nope, I'm toast. Run for
So
it,
it's
Stu.
just-
We're all gonna die.
It's just me.
Don't talk if you're paralyzed, please. Always
Yeah.
roleplay.
Man, gonna run up and try to do some damage here. She screams.
16 points
Nice.
damage to that one. Blood gushing all over the place.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna jump back.
Kester.
Kester summons his strength.
Then Falcian. Then Yeti chasing after Sever. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To there. Gazes on Sever. 5 cold and 15 con save or be paralyzed. You also negate the cold if you make that save.
So I'm just rolling con.
Con save, yeah. 15. No problem.
Yes.
You take no damage at all. 1 slam attack. It does hit for 3 damage, and then Glimmer your turn. And then Yeti's turn. This one with 9 damage. Wisdom save. He's retreating. Doesn't want to face Sever's attacks anymore. And then Carrig, your turn. And then rounds over Yeti's turn. He's going to come around. The leader comes around to there.
Oh no.
And then Sever, your turn.
So you said can I drink a potion for myself? Like, is it
That
free
is
action?
free. Yep.
So I guess I'll go ahead and use my potion of invisibility. Do that. And so she kind of quickly chugs that and goes invisible. And then I'm going to try and run around here as quietly as possible and dual scimitar. And I don't know if you'll allow it, but she's trying to like slash and push off the ledge there if possible.
Okay. You can do your choice of giving him a dex save DC 15 or go over the edge or doing damage.
I'll go for the dex save. I'll try that.
Dex save DC 15. Off the edge, the Yeti goes.
Nice.
Plummets down in the
Yes.
darkness. And you're now visible again. And then finish your move where you want. Kester, your turn.
Here we go again.
And then Falcian and Glimmer. And, Glimmer.
Well, I will use my
Use your luck. You made it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
Yeti
sorry.
trying to tear
Do I
apart Carrig. Slam. Okay, he has advantage. So that was both. No, 19 misses. 23 hit, though. Carrig took 6 damage. And then Yeti.
Quick, my inspiring call is a focus spell, right?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Okay, the Yeti hiding in the cavern. Carry your turn.
Ugh.
Then Yeti tearing apart Kester. Slam, slam. It was 16 misses, and then Sever your turn.
Right. I'm gonna shoot with my longbow at this one right here.
And
Good
then
grief.
Kester, your turn. Ooh,
I'm
Kester's
up.
free. Falsian, your turn.
Ugh.
Falsian's free.
Oh,
Glimmer,
nice.
your turn.
All right, Glimmer's gonna charge up behind this guy.
Ooh, Glimmer
and
dives into the
backstab.
fray.
Oh no!
No!
Miss.
After Glimmer, Yeti's turn. The one to the north attacking Carrig. Slam, slam. Both of those ones hit for 14 damage, pummeling Carrig into unconsciousness. And
Yep.
then you'll start dragging away Carrick's body to there. And then next to go will be Yeti's fighting the cave. And then Carrick, first do your fear con save. You're clear. And then you're unconscious, unfortunately, so do your death save.
It's just a d20, correct?
Straight. Con save, yeah. It's a con save.
Oh, can't save.
Yeah, go to reroll with a con save. 6. Okay, so that's one failure. So put a red 1 on your guy. And then Yeti fighting Glimmer. He'll go to there. And he will slam Glimmer. 10 misses. 21 hit Glimmer for 7. Then Sever, your turn.
All right, Sever's going to run up behind this Yeti and dual scimitar. Try to
Pause there for a second. Let me just explain flanking. You have to be on opposite sides to flank. So
Oh, okay.
you would want to be somewhere on this flank, not there.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Okay.
Go there. Thank you. It's 18.
18. Ooh, wow. Big hit on the leader. He howls in rage after Sever. Kester.
Kester sees the Yeti dragging his friend away, so he moves, and the first thing he does is cast Pillar of Salt on that Yeti.
Yeti, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, 23. Wow. Wisdom save on that. You can't make a 23 wisdom save. So that Yeti turns into a pillar of salt.
Excellent. And then I'm going to move up next to Carrig.
And then Falsian.
All right. Don't really have anything worth a shit. I'll try Vicious Mockery here on the leader.
16 on 5 psychic. Then Glimmer.
Ooh, I don't know if I can do enough damage. I'm gonna take my shot. So sword.
12 is what you need to hit. 4 damage doesn't quite kill him, though.
Damn. Does he still need to do a trip save?
Yeah. Save.
Okay, and then
Made it.
get out.
And then Yeti's turn. Okay, the one that does the Pillar of Salt gets a repeat save. Repeat on Pillar of Salt is a 19, I think. Yeah, 19. And then, yeah, there he's hiding. And then Carrie, your turn.
It's a good save.
It's a con save, Carrie.
Yep.
He rolled a 17.
17. So you are you're conscious now. You get to mark a green 1 for 1 success, and you get to take your action.
All right. I'm going to move away. No, not here. Right here.
After Carrig. Anything else, Carrig?
I will drink a potion of healing, my
Okay.
extra healing.
All right. The leader. See if he's going to stay and fight on. He's not. He retreats into the Yeti cavern. And then Sever, your turn.
You're not getting away so easily, my friend. And she's going to give chase. 2, 3. Right there. And going for scimitars. 17.
17 is a hit. Dropped him. The leader's dead. Kester. Oh, Sever, you can have inspiration for taking the leader out. Or, I mean, luck token for taking out the leader.
Nice.
And then we're back to Kester.
Kester takes out his sword and just begins to hack at this Pillar of Salt.
Carrie, you cast Pillar of Salt. Or Kester, you did Pillar of Salt. Okay, the Yeti rolled high
Correct.
enough not to be permanently a pillar. Okay. So petrified conditions. While he's a pillar, he's going to have some good resistance and advantage. So you have advantage to attack him. And he's a giant, so he'll be doing 16 damage, but he resists all. So he takes 8 from that first swing. Go. And then Falsian, your turn.
Okay. 4. Oh, Vicious Mockery, that guy.
Nice.
3. After
Right.
you comes Glimmer.
So potions are free actions, is that right?
Correct. For yourself.
Okay. Yep.
And Carrie, you can take off all the death markers since your hit points are above 1.
That's better than nothing.
then-
So free action potion. And then I was going to come up and help hack up this.
All right. You have advantage on the attack, so therefore you're going to be doing your full sneak attack. So 18 points does 9 to it. And then that Yeti's get its another saving throw. Ooh.
Oh.
It shakes off the pillar of salt.
No.
Done. And then the Yeti hiding in the corner here. It's going to try and hide further in the corner. And Carrie, your turn.
All right. I will 1, 2, 4, and I will smash him with my warhammer.
That finishes him, Carrig.
Nice.
Right? And
Oh,
then
boy.
3. Another Yeti is coming.
Oh no.
You guys have been getting every wandering monster roll this whole time. Plus running right into all the Yeti. So around the corner, you see the head of another Yeti peering in. His initiative. Ooh, he's slow. Sever, your turn.
Sever's going to give chase for the one that was running away. So 1, 2, 3, right there. And she'll pull out the longbow since I can't make it to there.
That
And
misses.
Is that okay? Yeah. Okay.
And then after you turn, Kester.
Kester sees that giant creature. His sword calls to him for giant blood, so he runs up and just attacks and misses.
Ooh, just missed. And then Falcian.
All right, I think I can see him from here, so I'm pretty shitty so far on spellcasting checks that I want to use, so I'll cast Vicious Micro in case things blow up. Hey, look at that!
Oh, roll a mishap. Flub,
yeah.
cast random spell you know of same spell level or lower at the same target. So, you also
Okay,
know,
I know
Harmonious Healing, Inspiring Call, Light.
and
You
sleep.
can't do Light, you can't do Sleep. So it's going to either be Harmonious Healing or Inspiring Call 50-50.
God damn,
Oh my gosh.
really?
So, Harmonious
All right,
Healing,
so
Oh.
that's what he gets. Harmonious healing.
Harmonious Healing.
Oh my goodness.
Well, thankfully he hadn't taken any damage yet.
Nope,
So.
he hadn't, so it didn't really matter. All right, after Falcian, Glimmer, your turn.
And then
I'm
just
just gonna
hang my head in shame.
I'm going to down a potion of invisibility, and then I will charge up
Okay.
over here. That's my turn.
The Yeti in the corner, trying to squeeze in any crevasse he can. Carrie, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna come up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will try and smash it with my warhammer.
21 for 11. And then the Yeti's turn. He will glare at Kester. 4 cold damage, Kester. And then
this
he
feels-
will try and tear Kester. Hit for 5 bludgeoning Kester. And then Sever.
Do Yetis speak Orcish? what do they speak?
Try it.
What are you doing?
I don't know, trying to see if I can get any information about anything. Say, hey, do you know where the giants are or anything like that? Before you die, I might spare you.
In what language?
Orcish
Orcish.
would be the only one. I could.
He just cowers and
Yeah.
hides and doesn't seem to recognize it.
Okay. Is that my action, or can I still?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, I'm gonna. Nothing happens, so she's just gonna run up and try to finish him off with her scimitars. Man, what?
Not quite. He tries to fend off the attack. Kester,
Kester can't save.
still under the effect. Falcian.
Still under the effect.
All right. I can't quite get there with the weapon attack since my spells are sucking, so I'll try another sucky spell. Another vicious mockery on the Yeti. Hey,
The one you guys to the fight to the southeast.
yeah, the one that I healed last round.
8 damage to him. And then
No.
Glimmer.
2, 3, so I can just be a little closer.
While invisible, I'm going to run between his legs quietly and then backstab.
Glimmer, as you're sliding to a stop there on the edge of the crevasse, make a dex saving throw. DC 12 as your feet slip.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
just hang on.
Oh, Glimmer.
But you cut the thing. And then its body slides off the edge of the ravine. You get out of the way just in time not to be caught up in its fall.
Grips the edge with his halfling toes.
Yeah. And then the other Yeti, you guys can finish off, no problem. And everyone, do a duration roll for me. And then back to exploring for you guys. The chamber you're in, Sever. Let me tell you what you see.
I think mass healing is appropriate now.
Yes, gather around, my children.
Can I go see, check? I don't know. Like I killed the leader. I don't. Did any of them have anything on them? It's like the leader have anything, or is it the other ones like to check out their bodies if possible?
Everyone who wants healing, come within.
Oh, yes.
All right. Looks like 11. Everybody gets 11 hit points. Okay.
Good.
I'll be right back. I gotta run take care of something. I hear my cat's fighting. I'll be right back.
Okay.
But yeah, Sever wanted to go up here and can we go and search?
Yeah.
Further up here, and then just like looking at the bodies, see if there's anything that they had. That's
the leader.
Yeah.
I don't know that he ever got to use this, or I forgot he had it. He has a freezing weapon on him. This weapon's +2 and does an extra D4 cold damage on a hit. So freezing weapon.
Nice.
Anyone who wants a freezing weapon, +2 and extra D4 cold.
I'll take it unless I guess you get a roll for it. Yeah.
I gotta decide what weapon it is too.
Let's
see here. It's 5
Oh, now I roll 20.
2, 3.
Couldn't hit anything for.
You saved our bacon.
This is a sword, not a long sword, just a sword. So freezing sword.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll take the +2 freezing sword.
Okay.
Nice.
And at your guys' level, you can have 4 permanent magic items. I don't think you're up to 4 yet, so you're good. Yep, you're good. Okay, that's what the leader had on him. Then the ice cavern has drifts of snow here and there, and in one of these mounds of snow, you find buried 6 ivory tusks. These things are big. They take a few slots each, or 2 slots each. They are pretty valuable looking, though, 800 gold each. So, party treasure, you can note how many of those you take. The freezing sword, Sever, you probably have to let them know that your carrying capacity is decreased by 1.
Yep. So, yeah, I don't have anything to carry at the moment then.
That is all you find, searching the caverns and the Yeti.
All right, we got it. And so Sever kind of brings everybody together and says, like, hey, gentlemen, we must be more careful. We have to be quiet and scout things out before, we're not going to survive to do anything to the giants. We must be very, very careful. And then I guess you said we rifled this whole area. We kind of went through.
You've searched the cavern and the Yeti, yes.
Sever says, I vote we go back the other way. But also open to other ideas. Snow is not my element, so
I will happily follow whoever leads.
I'll lead, but I have no light.
I've got my lantern, but I can go with you. I'll be right behind you.
All right, I'll follow. We work our way back this way.
Yeah.
Did we take any of that loot? I now have 2 extra inventory slots after flubbing that spell.
On the bright side.
And we're just going along. Is this just like a ledge?
Yep, ledge overlooking this crevasse, which is at least 50 feet deep and descends into whistling, howling darkness.
Looks like we've got a tunnel to the right here, and then we can keep going down to the left. What do you think, guys? I think maybe I don't know.
Secret tunnel.
Let's go secret tunnel.
Pause right there. You see some flickering light, both to the north and to the south. Like there's chambers in both directions with some light in them.
Sever quickly kind of like shades the lantern that she has to make sure it's very, very small and not giving away our position if possible.
And you can continue.
Do we want to sneak up to the north?
Yes.
Already here.
If we're sneaking, do you want me to turn the fire off on the longsword?
Probably.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what that takes to turn it back on.
Put a pause there, Carrick. Actually, let me move you all back behind Carrick.
Okay.
Pause there, Carrick. Make a stealth check, Carrick.
Is that bonus action to turn the flaming sword off again, Tom?
Yeah, you can turn it off.
Okay.
Say that again.
Stealth check for Carrick. Dex. Yeah.
Dex.
All right. You come around the corner, peeking as carefully as you can, Of course, you guys got light, so if there's anything up there, they can probably see the light. But they definitely spy you as soon as your head appears around the corner. You see frost blue skin as an enormous giant is standing guard at the entryway there. And roll initiative, everyone.
Let's go.
And everyone do a duration check for me right now. We won't be able to relight if anything goes out right now. Carrie, are you supposed to have a light spell going, or did it run out?
No, my yeah, went out.
Okay.
I turned it off. I should have gone off.
Okay. All right. No other effects then. Only one lantern going. That's the only light source you have is one lantern, and the flame sword if it was on. Kester, you got something lighting? I'm seeing the light on you.
No,
I turned the sword off.
Yeah,
Just-
I don't have a lantern.
Looks like you have one on. Can you turn it off for us? Just hit the yellow button.
Is it still on?
It is. There it is. It's off now.
Yeah,
Anyone
okay.
else need to turn the light off? We got lantern from Sever. I think that is it for your total light sources. Okay. Got it. So that giant's seen you. But Sever, you're faster than it. Go ahead, Sever.
All right. She's just gonna. This is what we're here for. So she's gonna jump up here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sever, as soon
Yeah,
as you
she
get
just-
to, let me back you up a little bit. As soon as you get to here, so you have some movement left, you decide to change your mind. You can see another giant to the east. You can see this cavern that these giants are in is another ice cavern, like the others you've been in so far. And there are some hides and giant sacks and piles of rocks and ice chunks in the place. Go ahead, Sever.
Yeah, I mean, she sees these giants and her heart starts beating, and her tears kind of fill her eyes because she remembers, her mother, and she's, any good judgment maybe to run. She's overwhelmed, but she just kind of screams and starts running. She sees this one and she sees the other one. She runs up to the one on the right and starts attacking with dual scimitars.
These things are pretty well armored with chain armor. Arm class for them is 13. That definitely hits and does terrible damage to the giant, who grunts in
And then
pain.
she's going to,
And then Glimmer, your turn.
Alright, follow. Can't even see anything. I'm gonna light up a torch, but I don't have a tinderbox. Can I light the torch without a
No,
torch?
you cannot light a torch without a tinderbox.
Oh boy. Okay. I guess I'm just hanging out back here then.
Light the sword.
Kester, your turn.
Kester is going to move blindly to where he can see something, and he sees that frost giant in front of him, and will
Yeah, stepped on my toe.
moves up, and then I will. I'm going to cast. We'll do what works. Pillar Assault on the nearest giant.
Nice.
Got him.
Okay, and that's my turn.
That giant tries to shake off the pillar of salt. Does not. I'll see on your turn.
All right. Turn the sword back on. Whoops. Where'd everybody go? 1, 2, 3.
That giant is a pillar of salt.
Are you still? I don't remember. Is it still every hour before I can cast another?
No, you can do as many times as you want. You get an advantage to do it when you call out when someone does something inspiring, like succeeds on an important roll. And Kester just did. So if you were to do it now,
Yep.
on
I'll
Kester,
do
you'd have
inspiring.
advantage on doing it.
All right. I'll cast Inspiring Call on Kester then. Good thing I needed the advantage. Can I roll again for the spellcasting check? Yeah.
No, you don't have advantage. I mean, advantage gives you +3. You're having a horrible time. All right, roll a mishap check. Roll d20. A nat 1 always will be a mishap. 15. The horror. You start screaming uncontrollably and aberrant.
No.
You can't cast spells. At the end of your turn, you need to make a DC 10, 11 spellcasting check to end. So you start screaming. The end of your turn comes up. You can immediately make a DC 11 spellcasting check. Make just a charisma check. +1 because you're good at spellcasting, right? To see if the screaming stops. Yeah, you're able to stop the screaming, but it echoes a little bit before it fades out. Whatever's nearby, I might have heard that
Great.
after Falsey and Carrick.
All right, I'll just move up 1, 2, 3.
Maybe I stab myself with my flaming sword next time.
All right, and
Pillar Assault, you'd have advantage to attack, Carrick, if you're attacking it.
yes, I will attack with my warhammer. crush
All right,
the
14
salt.
points of
Yes.
damage. That's 7 to the
Now we're
salt.
talking.
Knocking off chunks. And then the other Frost Giant now tries to bring his great axe down on Sever. He moves over to here. And it's just going to be Sever with the great axe. As he does, he knocks this huge chunk of ice off the ceiling, which flies towards Carrig, and another one flies towards Kester. So great axe on Sever. 16, I think, hit Sever for 13 slashing.
Oh, no.
Okay.
And then one chunk of ice coming toward Carrig. I'm going to use the great axe for that too. And Carrig definitely dodges aside. That's it for that round. And next to go is... so the screaming died down. Glimmer, you hear... you can see kind of just barely a flicker of torchlight reflecting off the ice walls of the passageway to the south, and you think you hear movement that direction, but you don't see anything yet. Sever, go ahead.
Sever says, "You called out a blow. I've taken harder hits from sleet," and she screams and slashes it and misses. I'm going to use my luck token and try that again.
Luck just gives you advantage.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
right.
All right, so
Okay. I'm going to jump out of the way back here.
Okay. After you is Glimmer. Just one time. I'll just say this one time for you. Don't forget, flanking is a thing, and if you always jump out of the way, other people can't flank.
Yep.
Glimmer, go ahead.
Okay. Announce to Flaxian, there's movement in the south. Get ready.
Right.
And then let's see, that was 10, 20, and then I'll fire off a sling bullet at actually this giant right here. Is this this one is salt? Is that correct?
No,
The one to the
other
west
one's
is salt. The one to the east is not.
Okay. The one not, so I'll fire the one to the east, the one that's not. So
After Glimmer, Kester.
Kester runs up to the non-salty giant and will just make a sword attack.
Spicy.
Hit 10 points of damage as the sword gleefully curses out the giant.
And then I'll continue to move this way.
Frost Giant's Pillar of Salt. Still a Pillar of Salt. Palsy, on your turn.
All right. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think maybe I've given up on spells for today. I'll attack the salty giant.
Okay, that's a hit. 5, 6 does 3 to the salt. And then Carrig.
1, 2, 3, 5. All right, I'm going to attack the Pillar of Salt.
Okay.
Smash with Warhammer.
That does 6 to it. And then the last of the Frost Giants. See how his morale's holding. Wisdom. No, not good. He goes 1, 2, 3, jumps, just basically striding over your head, Sever.
No
And
opportunity attacks, right?
Right. And then goes just running down the passages to the south. It's kind of narrow for him.
Good.
So he's only keeping up a speed that you guys can kind of keep up with. As he ducks his head and squeezes down this narrow passageway. That's it for that. And then the movement you heard Glimmer before is getting closer. You don't see it yet, but they're probably just around that corner a little distance. You're not sure. Sounds like maybe giants coming.
Oh.
Sever says, "Quick, follow me." Or actually, Tom, is that giant? I think like last time we turned him to salt, we hit him and they kind of broke apart. Is that the same kind of thing, or is it
It's
different
not.
for this guy?
Yeah, it's not. They're breaking apart at a pretty rapid clip. But the reason I did it before was because there's nothing else still fighting.
Correct.
Oh, I see. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, so
Okay.
the giants to the south. You hear the first of them, and you see a shadow first, then a enormous giant coming around the corner, Glimmer. And this was a double move for him to close on you, so he does not get to attack you. And then Sever, your turn.
Sever's gonna give chase. So, right there. And scimitars. And can I use my luck now?
Yeah, 13 hit though, so you don't need to.
Okay. Thank you.
19 damage, dropped him.
Nice.
After Sever, Glimmer, your turn.
Glimmer's not gonna go toe to toe with a Frost Giant. Run here and then dive under the sheets to hide.
And then, very good. Kester, your turn.
Kester runs up and sees this pillar of salt, knows that if he doesn't get this guy down quickly, we're going to have bigger problems. So he's going to attack just 3 damage.
3 damage to the pillar. These guys are whittle off chunks. Giant Trying to shake it off with a wisdom check. Does not. Falsian, your turn.
All right. Sever, come back. There's one coming from the south. Here.
I'm coming.
And I will...
Falsian, you can have a luck token.
And then I will flame sword the pillar. Fire doesn't seem to do extra damage versus
Does
salt,
not.
yeah?
No, it does not.
Okay.
6, 7. That
Yeah.
does 3 more to it. Okay. And then you guys hear
I'm glad
another
it's-
frost giant coming.
I'm glad I saw the ice chunks. I almost cast Shatter in this damn cavern.
Thank you for not.
What's the worst that could happen?
You'll die?
There you go. There. Falsian's done.
Cave in.
That giant's done.
Everybody
Carry your
died.
turn.
Okay. We'll go after the pillar assault again. Order and pestle.
Oh, right. Another 5. That giant's going to be in bad shape if he makes it out of that. Before his turn, though, one of the other giants comes. He rushes up onto Falsian, swings his great big axe, getting Falsian and Kester. First on Falsian, hit for 14 damage, Falsian. Sweeps through him onto Kester. 14, he gets one more attack on Kester. 26 hits for 16, Kester.
How rude.
And then Sever, your turn.
Okay, Sever's gonna run back. Gotta help. There's
All right.
7. And then I'm gonna go ahead and longbow this one.
The one to the east, okay. 14 hit
Yeah,
for
using
13.
a +2 arrow.
Oh, okay, so 2 more?
Yep.
Got it. And then after Sever, Glimmer, you're hidden down there. The giants haven't seen you.
Hearing the other giant come up and seeing his legs probably under the covers, he'll pop out, run between his legs, backstab him.
Okay.
In a flanking position.
That's a
Safely.
hit. 16 damage.
Okay,
Nice.
he has to do a
Hamstrings
trick
him.
save.
He somehow stays standing.
Oh, hasn't worked this whole game. Okay, and then I'll move back a little bit.
After Glimmer, Kester.
Kester needs to make a duration check. Is that what we call it? To keep his protection up.
Concentration.
Concentration check. If you got hit, make a
Concentration.
spellcasting check. Yeah. DC is the damage you took.
So that goes down. So he
Okay.
doesn't have that protection from evil.
Okay.
He's going to pull out his wand of command
Ooh, nice. Okay.
and point it at the giant that we're attacking right now,
Yeah.
and is going to attempt to subdue it.
13, one word command. What word are you giving him?
I say, fall prone before us.
13 wisdom save negates. Ooh, he does not. After Kester comes the frost giants, the pillar assault, trying to get unpillarized. Nope. And then Falsian, your turn.
Get caught by that great axe again, and my spellcasting has been pretty crappy. Oh, well, Kester moved away.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, that's
Okay.
fine. I want to be by myself because I keep loving these spellcasting rolls. I will do Harmonious Health on Kester.
All right.
Hey,
Oh.
all right.
Thank you.
Just in case I roll the one that blows up.
And then Glimmer, you hear the rumble of a giant come up out of the darkness. You can just barely see his giant head as a great axe swings down on you.
No.
18 to hit for 15 damage.
Ooh.
Ouch.
It's okay, I'm
Carry
still
your
up.
turn.
All right.
I'm gonna attack the conscious
Go up to
one.
the pillar assault.
Yeah.
Attacking the pillar assault. That does 5 damage to that thing. After that
Yeah.
is the frost giant in the room there that you tried to command, Kester. He will try to finish off. Actually, he'll stride up between you two and try and hit both of you with the one big sweep of his great axe. First on Kester. 13 would miss, right, Kester?
Correct.
And then on Falsian, 16 on Falsian. Just misses, right? Sever, your turn.
Sever comes screaming around the corner. She says, "You fight like a human," and she goes for the double backstabs and scimitars.
Oh, yeah. 16 damage. Fells that giant with a great crash. Glimmer.
All right, Glimmer is gonna dive back into the sheets to hide.
Kester.
Kester is going to attempt to finish off this creature here. He runs up and he looks at Sever and says, "You know, I'm a human. That hurts." And
All right,
it
2
does
damage.
almost no damage.
And then Frost Giant, that one, see if he gets unpillared. And then Falsian.
Can I see the one down here that swung at
It's a
Glimmer?
dark hall. You don't see anything down there.
All right. Then I will attack Salty here.
Oh, 7
Yeah.
damage to Salty. Finished him up. Salty balls and chunks of salt onto the ground, starts melting into the ice a little bit.
Tom, there is one thing on Falcian's sword. It looks like he's got a D2 instead of his correct damage.
Yes,
built
because
in.
I'm not proficient with it.
Oh,
Yeah, he's using it all
That's why.
wrong, Kester.
That's why I was trying to trade it to somebody that could use it better.
Kester bites his tongue and has some things to say, and then just praise.
All right, let's
for
do a wisdom
Falcian.
check for that last giant. See if he wants to wade into this death mill. You hear a giant moving away.
Swinging with the flat side, I know. Don't judge.
All right. Yeah, so the giant moves away. We're out of combat. Everyone do a duration roll for all your durations. The chamber that you're in has now, 3 dead giants. One's down the hallway a little bit. The giants don't have any treasure on them. They do have their giant weapons and armor and nothing of value, though.
Did we loot the Frosty Cave? Or the Yeti loot?
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
All right.
it's ivory tusks.
Yeah, I'd like to search this room as well.
Okay,
Search
searching
for
this room.
Their things.
You don't find anything of value here.
Do we want to chase down the other giant? I mean, I know we want to. I don't know. We're just worried about them alerting somebody else. I think Sever would probably give chase
Go
if
for
she
it.
knew there was another giant. Yeah, I think.
Then we fall in behind
Like we-
Sever and run.
Yeah, we can't let him get away.
So from the
Mhm.
intersection, you
Torch
can see
light.
flickering
Stealing them away.
torchlight in the tunnel to the south. You hear the whistling wind in the tunnel to the west. Tunnel to the east is dark.
Yeah, so following.
Pause there,
Sever.
Sever. Everyone take up or position behind Sever. When you're you can do potions on the way, yeah. When you're happy where you're standing behind Sever, roll initiative. Everyone roll initiative. Got 2 more to go. And Sever. There we go. Okay. So, Glimmer. Sever gives the signal there's a giant ahead, Glimmer. You go first.
I can't see it yet, but I want. Oh, okay. From where I am after moving 10 feet, does the giant look like he's knows we're here?
You are a thief, Glimmer, so therefore, since he had no line of sight to you at the start of your turn, you were hidden from him.
Okay. I don't want to
Do sneaky things.
Actually, let's see. That was 10 feet. I don't think I can do that. I'm just gonna go back to my position and just say that he's just right around the corner. That's
Kester,
okay.
your turn.
Kester will bless Sever first of all,
Thank you, my friend.
and I will use my luck token to retain that spell.
Doesn't quite do it. It's a level 2 spell. You need a 12.
Oh, I need a 12. Okay. And then Kester will run forward and say, "I'll show you how a human fights."
Carrie,
Those
your
last
turn.
words.
Nice.
All right. Charge into the fray. Right. And that's it.
Can't end there because you're in Sever Square.
Oh, I
Back you up
see.
one.
I didn't see him.
I'll back you up 1 Sever.
All right, Sever runs up and she's like, "I'm also a human, goofball."
Oh no, you fight like
and
a
she's
human.
distracted. Oh man.
The giant.
Do I have advantage though because of the bless?
That just gives you +3.
Oh,
So you
just
still
a
miss,
+3.
yeah.
Okay.
The giant swings his sword, or swings his great axe to try and defend himself. Just a big, huge arc out in front of him. Great axe on Kester. Great axe on Sever. 20 Sever for 19 slashing.
Oh
Great
my!
axe on Carrig. 21 Carrig for 4 slashing, as you just got the very tip of it as it swung by. And then Falsian, your turn. 2,
3, 4. There's spellcasting check for consumables as well, right?
Yeah, there is. See if you can fail every one.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for it. Let's see, but I don't see it on my list.
You just click the
scroll. Oh, there it
consumable.
is. Scroll
Yeah.
of Magic Missile. Yeah.
All right.
All right. So I'll take out the scroll of Magic Missile and target the Frost Giant.
Okay. Boom. That's nice damage. 12, 13, 14, 15 points of magic missile damage. Streak into Giant. And then after Valsian, Glimmer.
I'm just gonna. Now that the giant's preoccupied
And flanked, so you have
15.
advantage.
Yeah. Did he say I have advantage?
Yeah, the way I do flanking is if you have an enemy flanked, everyone else gets the flanking bonus.
Oh, perfect.
Since
Okay.
Kester and
That's
Sever
cool.
have it flanked, every one of you gets the advantage.
All right, let's go backstab. 12?
Just missed.
Ah,
Man.
okay.
But
And then
with advantage, it
I'll
hits. So 18 points of damage.
Oh.
trip check. Dex on that. He falls down with a crash,
All right.
landing prone on the ground here.
I move out of the way.
And Kester knows what to do with that.
And
Well done.
Kester smashes the giant sword right through its skull. The giant's dead.
Kester looks up at everyone for approval.
Well done. Like a human.
You fight like a human, my friend, in the best sense of the word.
Can I ask a non-combat question? Can the Bard Scroll of Light be used by the cleric since it's also on his spell list?
Yes.
Okay, just in case you guys need one and I'm unconscious.
Okay. So we'll search this room.
Okay. The giant has no treasure on him, but under a pile of skins in the room, you find a silver belt. This takes up one slot worth 800 gold pieces.
Bell,
And you find
silver bell.
a stash of gold. You won't be able to carry all this probably because it's 20 slots worth of gold. 2,000 gold pieces. So party treasurer carries as much as you want. Everyone type in how many current slots you have available just so the party treasurer knows has a correct number for everyone. And that's all you find in here. Oh, shoot. No, there was one other thing. One of the giants has on its wrist a jeweled chain / necklace. It'd be a necklace for a human. It's a chain for a giant.
Oh, my.
1,500 gold.
Sever's brain's been a little bit frozen, but she's going to start looking for any secret passageways as well that might be hidden as we go from now on. She'll be looking for secret stuff.
Okay, none in this room.
Should we head out, gentlemen? Got lots of places to search.
Everyone make a duration roll for me, and then Carrie, lead the way. Actually, you probably want someone with a light leading the way.
Yes. Just walk like a zombie. A light.
Sever leading the way. Okay, Sever, where are you guys headed?
Sever, what's your hit? Where are you? How are you with damage? 16? I'm going to, I'm going to cast Regeneration on...
Okay.
Well, we did loot some extra healing potions, right, from the
Oh, we
Frosty
did?
Cave?
Yeah, and I've got
on the
healing
list.
potions. I've got healing potions too. I can drink. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will give you a healing potion if you want one.
Drink one of those ones we looted from the cave. The extra healing
Yeah.
potions.
You
That
guys
sounds
didn't.
good.
You guys didn't loot anything. Any extra healing potions?
No,
Oh.
I don't think so.
Oh,
And I've got
somebody else's list.
I'm gonna do curative for myself. I'll do my curative. I have curative too. I'm waking up here.
That was somebody's equipment list. I thought it was a loot list from the cave. No.
Oh,
When I gave that healing, I have a free slot so we can put more, carry more.
All right. Sever's gonna. If we're ready to go, I think we can. There, she said there's a passageway up here that we could maybe go see what we find that way.
Okay.
I'll wait for people to be able to see.
I've got light
Carrie.
back if you want to go in the front.
Oh, thank you, Carrie. Okay.
no, not Carrie.
Pulsine has a light.
Oh, thank you.
Kester's just trying to keep up.
Is Carrie okay? Is he coming?
Yeah. Just drinking a potion.
Awesome. All right. So moving, this way.
This
down to-
passageway.
Yes. Just kind of looking for traps, looking for anything secret along the walls.
Okay, yeah, it's a narrow passage for a giant. You can see giant brush marks of passage going north and south down here. Giant tracks going north and south.
Trying to be as quiet as we can.
Oh, I would like to cast Protection from Evil on myself again as we're going down this way.
This is a long passageway. Okay, goodness.
You better get warmer.
Okay, looks like we've got something here.
Yeah, you see a provisions cave, it looks like. Various pieces of frozen meat, some bales of cloth, some piles of hides, a few odd boxes and barrels of foodstuffs.
So yeah, we're looking through for anything of
Just search this.
value.
Okay. You find a hole below one of the barrels in which is stored some treasure. A whole bunch of gold coins make a bed on which is a black opal, a couple black opals, and a silver scroll tube.
A scroll tube?
Correct.
Is there a scroll in it?
There is a scroll of cure wounds is within that scroll tube.
Nice.
Oh, good.
Let's see who wants that scroll of cure wounds. If you want it, roll a d20. Oops, I don't want it. If you want it, roll a d20.
I say we give it to you.
Yeah.
Who's
Who
taking
are you
it?
going to give it to?
Oh wait, I don't want it. I can't cast it.
Well,
Yeah, I
I'll
don't-
take it
I-
then.
As a
I
bard,
can
you
definitely
actually
cast
cast
it.
an e-spell.
Oh right, I can't use
pardon.
any scroll.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
That's all right.
No one else
I'll
rolled?
have a credit.
Looks like it goes to Falsian.
All right.
All right, so nothing else in this room?
Nothing
secret
else of value in the
passageways?
room. Nope, no secret passages.
Okay. All right. So I guess
Might be a
now the
good spot
choice
to
is,
rest if people want to rest.
yeah. Are we able to rest here?
You
Tom?
don't think so? You don't think it'd be safe here? You could do
Okay.
because resting. There's no short rest. There's only the long rest, 8 hours.
Yeah.
You could certainly try to rest inside the giant compound for 8 hours, but
Yeah.
Maybe not.
8 hours too long.
Not a good
Yeah.
idea.
So now the question is, my friends, we can head back. There was another ledge before we came into this area. There was a ledge we could go south on, or we could go keep following this cave or this
I say we-
passageway.
I say we follow the passageway that we're at.
Yeah.
Does that sound good? Okay, that sounds good. Keep going. Looking for secrets, passages, anything.
you hear the whistle of the wind outside, and you come out of a cave mouth onto a ledge overlooking the rift.
Oh, maybe that connects up. Oh no, wait. Is that a ledge right there?
You can. That's the edge of this ledge. You can see the ledge to the north, but it's a good 25, 30 feet away from you.
Okay, so we can't. It doesn't connect. Okay, so if we want to go figure out what that is, then if there is anything. I mean, that was kind of a long passageway, so there might be stuff to our northeast. But we can go. Do you want to keep going south?
Lead
Do
on.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we can
Let's
go
go.
down south here. Sorry, I gotta get my. There we go.
Go in here.
All right.
Go in here.
Yeah, I think so. Quietly.
Play never doesn't allow for quietness.
You guys should all
think
stay
we're gonna-
behind Sever if Sever's leading.
Yeah.
Oh, Sever's leading. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was following Carrick.
No worries. Let's see. Let's go this way. Maybe.
There's 2 more forks
Oh.
to the south.
Man, we're just. Yeah, we got everybody.
Oh, right
Okay.
behind you.
All right. So just quietly, kind of sneaking through here, checking. for
Pause there,
traps.
Sever. Let me describe this room for you. This cavern, it opens up into a big ice cavern. There's big, you can see just the edge of your light, some big lump. Looks like maybe a big heap of furry hides. And you can even hear kind of some snoring sounds coming from that direction. Just right at the
We might
very
have some-
edge of your
some-
light. Otherwise, the
yeah.
cavern's an icy cavern, bereft
Okay.
of any furnishings.
Okay. So she's going to quickly kind of make her light a little bit smaller and come back and say like, "Hey, I think we've got some sleeping giants in here. If we want to try and sneak around and catch them unawares, might
Hear
be a
me
good
out.
thing." Yes.
What if we went up to one, I cast a silent spell around it, and then we dispatch it, and then try it again on the other ones?
I love it. That's great. Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
So I didn't.
Let me put them on the map where they are.
Okay.
Keep going
Back
to the
up.
southeast.
Okay. Oh, there's something there.
So these are the sleeping forms.
Yeah.
Oh, this.
You can see that big pile of hides actually has a humanoid or a giant underneath it. Not a full-fledged giant, though. It looks like an ogre. Pair of ogres sleeping there. There's a couple of other passageways to the southwest. And go ahead and take up your position as you're approaching that ogre.
I'm going to see if I can get around to see if this goes around.
Actually, let's pause there. As you're
sorry.
approaching the ogre, take up your marching order.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
You can certainly start going that direction, but you haven't gone there yet when something happens.
Got it.
Okay, the giants aren't waking up from the light, so that's good news. But you are shining a lot of light in this cavern. You see multiple passages to the south, and you think you can hear more sleeping giants that direction, and maybe rustling movement of something that direction. And we'll pause there for a break. So it's 40 after. Everyone roll initiative.
Let's just get into it then.
I'm continuing with my single-digit initiative.
All right. So as you're approaching carefully and stealthily, these 2 ogres, they're sleeping under or in amongst some furs here. You don't waken them, but you hear some stirring to the southwest, as if something is awakening. And Carrie, you get to go first.
Okay, I will use my warhammer to smash the snout end of the sleeping.
All right, you'll have advantage on the attack, and any hit will be a crit, unless you roll a 1. At least a miss, though. You still do damage on a miss because you have precision, so you're going to do double that damage, so 13 to hit, or 13 damage.
Okay.
As you slip down the ice, just as you're about to finish off that ogre, you still take a big chunk out of its side. Sever.
Sever's like, sturdies herself against the wall there and tries to dual scimitar to finish it off.
Yeah. Armor class on these guys is 10. You have advantage, so that's a hit for 32 damage. Glimmer.
In here and take an attack on the other sleeping one.
28 damages. Finishes that one.
Nice.
Blood all over you guys now. Ground's luckily covered with furs, though, so it's not too slippery. Kester, your turn.
Kester will move to. Well, I tell you what. Kester's just going to move here and ready an attack.
Falsian.
And the noise was here or here?
Maybe both.
Okay, that doesn't sound good. I'll move to here and ready also. Can I ready Vicious Mockery or no?
Yes, you may.
All right.
You see a bleary-eyed ogre squinting his eyes as it's coming into the light. All your ready attacks can go.
Okay. Do crossbow.
Kester, I don't know if you can do crossbow. Do you normally use a shield? Are you readied with your shield stowed?
Yes, I'm going to keep my shield.
Okay.
I will not.
Okay. Falsian, you doing your spell? Vicious Mockery 19 on the save. That's going to be hard to make. Charisma save for half, which it fails. Takes 5 psychic. That was 5, 6. So it comes out into the light. Now it's got the splittingest headache it's ever had, and it tries to smash Carrig with its club. And it'll also smash into Kester if it misses Carrig. Missing Carrig. Missing all of you. And then another ogre. 6, 7, 8. It'll come out to Falsian. And that was a double move for him, though. Carrig, your turn.
All right. Go back to sleep, you silly ogre. And I'll smash him in the head.
Oh, yeah.
13 damage.
Yes.
Sever, your turn.
Sever's going to jump up into the fray and dual scimitar. Man.
That's a hit,
just
though.
Not having it to... Yeah.
10 hits. Their armor class is 10.
Awesome.
16 damage on that one. Both badly wounded. Glimmer, your turn.
Thanks for the bless.
Move up there. Sword.
That's a hit. 18 damage. Finishes that ogre, Glimmer. Nice attack.
Good job.
Glimmer, you can have inspiration. Or luck token. Man, you've been 2 luck tokens all day. Then after you comes Kester.
Kester steps forward and swings with the longsword.
Oh, against giants. That finishes that ogre. He falls dead. So with almost no sound, you killed 2 sleeping giants. You killed 2 giants that came out awake. You can hear snoring sounds from the other chamber beyond.
To the south?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, there's one right there. Sever kind of motions, and she like puts her fingers to her lips and kind of motions that we kind of sneak.
Okay.
And then, do we want to try the silence thing like you were saying, or do you think we just go for it?
If we can, let's sneak up, and I will
Looks like
cast
there's
silence.
2 more. Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to get in line where I can cast a silent spell.
Okay. Going to move up to wherever you want to move to. Sever, roll a d20. Just start with a 1. If you roll a 1, something odd
Just had to say that.
and someone wakes them up.
Good.
All right. Ogres easily killed, easily dispatched, just like you did the previous sleeping ones. 2 more to the south
Excellent.
here. Want to do the same to them?
Okay.
Yep.
Same thing.
Roll another d20, Sever, no 1s. All right.
Nice.
The ogres are all dispatched, all dead. 8 ogres.
Look around and say, that went surprisingly well.
For once. Thank you for your bless, my friend. I don't know what my deal is today.
It's my pleasure to be an emissary of the gods.
We have all angered the dice gods.
Yep.
We have.
Yeah,
All right.
let's search this chamber.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
There's a bunch of chests, barrels, sacks, skins, piles of hides. You find a collection of ears in one of the chests. Another chest holds a whole bunch of coins. Type those in chat for you. One of the sacks holds some jewelry, silver and gold, human-sized jewelry, so 1/3 of a slot each on these guys. And then one barrel holds a collection of skulls of all sorts of humans and other wild animals. And then hidden under a pile of skins, you find a potion of healing Anyone who wants that potion of healing, roll a d20.
I think Glimmer should just drink it right now.
Yeah, I think Glimmer should
Yeah.
just damn that.
No, that's true. Just like Glimmer. Yeah, give it to Glimmer.
Do you want to drink that, Glimmer?
Thank you. I will.
Go to roll.
This
Oh,
is
yeah,
regular healing, right?
Sorry.
And finally, you find a gold armband with an inset ivory and amber bear worth 1,000 gold.
Ooh,
Nice.
I can barely contain my excitement.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, he is a good lord.
Everyone roll durations, please. Oh, and prepare for a random encounter.
Sever is also going to try and do curative before anything else happens, if that's okay. You'll allow it.
Go for it. Huh. What a roll that made sense here. I rolled a random ogre encounter. 3 ogres returning to find the debauched deaths of all their friends.
Y'all don't want none of this.
I can explain.
So as you guys are searching that chamber, you can put you guys wherever you want. In the chamber, I'd suggest near chests or such. Once you're happy where you're standing, roll initiative. When into your light comes ogres. Angered at the sight of the death of their friends, they immediately attack you, but they're not super quick, so you heard them coming. Glimmer for sure. Go ahead, Glimmer, you're first.
I'll fire off a sling at this one that I can see. 13.
Hitting for 2.
Okay, and then I will back up
Kester, your turn.
right here.
Kester's just going to run up to this one and attack with his giant killing
Giant slaying
sword.
sword, 12 damage, wounds it badly. Cries out in pain. Valsian, your turn.
All right. 1, 2, 3. We'll vicious mockery that guy.
Ooh, we're going
Nice.
to 4 psychic damage that guy.
And then 1,
Got it.
2, 3.
Sever, your turn.
4, 5, 6. One coming around the corner.
Sever's going to run up here, and I'll use one of my +2 arrows against this one.
Okay.
Man,
Ooh,
oh Lord.
missed it. Carry your
Or a
turn.
regular arrow.
Step up and smash it in the knee with my warhammer. Ooh.
Ooh, that does 6 though, because you're precision. And then Ogre's now can return the favor. So you want one to the north that you just fired the arrow on. He's going to turn and try and smash Sever with this great club. 16, I think, hits for 4 damage. And then he smashes you with a fist on top of that, missing. And then Ogre to this direction, the south, fighting Kester. Tries to kick Kester and smash him with a great club at the same time. Both missing. And then
Haha!
Ogre on Carrig. 21 misses Carrig. 20 misses Carrig.
20.
Da-da-da. Glimmer, your turn.
Continue firing slings. Nope, miss.
After Glimmer, Kester.
Kester hacks again.
16. It's only
Oh, wait,
plus
16.
10. So you hit him and killed him. Great
Okay,
sword
and then
crying
I'll-
out in victory. Or your longsword crying out in victory.
Oh, well, that's where I moved.
Valsian, your turn.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I flanking with Kester there?
You are flanking.
Right.
Advantage on this attack.
That was unintentionally a good move.
Yes, it was. Oh yeah, hit by a mile, 8 points of damage. Some of it fire to the thing. Howls in pain. Sever, your turn.
I would like to. She's going to stow her one scimitar piece, and she's going to pull out this frozen sword. Can she dual wield the frozen sword?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you just got to pick.
scimitar?
Yeah, just pick which one you're attacking with.
Okay, so yeah, they're both +2, so it's about the same. So she's going to do that with an attack with the frozen sword. I want to kind of see what this thing does.
Okay.
I don't have it up here, but
It's the same as Scimitar as far as the attack bonus, so just be an extra d4 damage on the damage. So you
Okay.
can add a d4 to that, but so from
If
unfortunately, that's a miss.
Yep.
After Sever comes Carrick.
All right, I'm going to swing up a little bit higher in the belly.
Carrick finishes the South Ogre. Then the North
right.
Ogre, morale's check. He's running for his life. 6, 7,
You afraid, laddie?
8. Vanessa squeeze through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then Glimmer, your turn.
I'll just double move. That'd be
Kester,
better.
your turn.
Kester pursues 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and double moves.
Valsian, your turn.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sever, your turn.
Anybody?
Nope, not yet. You keep moving though.
So Sever's going to move up here, get to there, and then I'm going to shoot +2 arrow at them. Damn.
Oh man, missing.
What is
And
the
then-
deal?
Carry your turn.
Double move. All right, done.
Okay, the ogre's running for its life. Then Glimmer.
I'll just move up next to Flaxian. 30, that's my turn.
I'll let you all move. Kester, you can move. Falsian, you can move. Sever, you can move.
Yeah.
I think Sever's the only one that can keep up, or come close to keeping up.
I'll call out and I'll try to keep up as much as I can, but then say at some point, don't get separated too much.
Carrie, I think it already moved. So Sever, the ogre is going to get out of your sight and moving a little bit too fast for you. You see it move to the north. Do you want to give chase or let it go?
I think we'll let this one go.
Okay. You
Keep
hear
them
it
to the north.
run off into
okay.
the distance to the north.
All right. We okay?
Yes.
All right. Do we need to go back and is there anything else that we missed in that room?
I think
Or
there
we
was-
get everything.
There was a corridor.
Further south, yeah.
Yeah, there was a passage off of that room.
The one we were just in, or you mean we're
we-
leaving now?
The ogre looting
the
room,
pa-
I think there was a passage south.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Got it. Go check that out.
Yeah, let's move back down that way.
Which way are we going? Okay, so that's a dead end. I think it's all dead ends. Was there
This was a
we
dead-
searched for secret passages?
Oh, this was a dead end over here?
Yeah, I think they're all dead ends.
Oh.
Any secret passages
No,
that we find?
no secret passages.
Okay, I think this is all for this one. I think we need to continue out.
Okay, following.
Oh no.
Everybody see?
Nope, can't grab it.
We're lost. Lost Carrie.
Sorry.
No worries.
All right,
My-
here we go.
My job to bring up the rear. I left you behind.
Gotta stitch in my side. Oh, that's running around.
While we're going, Sever's gonna do stimulants, try to wake herself up, see if she can get some better stuff here. Okay, so looks like we've got two here, a left and a right. Can I get a sense? Can I hear anything?
Yeah, to
Down
the
this south, this
west.
south one. Yeah,
To the
either way.
west, you hear the whistling wind, like it must open back up to the rift after a little distance. Although you
came
don't
from
see
this
the
way,
opening
right?
yet. Also to the
Did we come
northwest. Also northwest and southwest, you hear that sound.
So the ogre went northwest. Yeah.
Southeast, you don't hear any sound.
I say we go southeast.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we came from this direction.
Yeah, we
Correct.
did, and it looks like it goes back out to another ledge if we go southwest. So yeah, let's go southeast.
All right, I'm behind you.
We're going stealthily as we can, checking traps.
Okay.
Looking for secret passages.
Go ahead and pause right there, Sever, one more square south. Everyone else can take a bit more order. Sever, make a stealth check. Very nice, Sever. You peek around that corner there, and before you're seen, you see there's a giant sentry. Let's see. It just is right at the edge of your lantern light. It did not see you, but it obviously sees the light, so it's watching intently down the passage. As soon as you step one more square to the south, you think, or shoot at it, or whatever, it'll know you're there.
Yeah. So yeah, I kind of quickly try to cover the lantern just so it's pointing the other direction, and I kind of back up and just kind of quietly whisper, let them know we've got a guard here. What do we want to do?
I can go invisible, use an invisibility potion, and then try to either command it or pillar of salt it if you want me to.
That sounds great. What is command? What would you do with command?
I could have it approach us and then kneel.
Is it open to you can just you tell it what to do and it'll do one thing kind of thing?
It's
I
like
get it.
it's
I
like
get
the
it.
D&D command. It'll do one thing. You tell it to flee. You tell it to
Drop, flee.
grovel,
Okay.
beg. One word commands. But unlike command, it lasts until it makes it save.
Okay. So we can tell it to fight its compatriots if we want.
It's a one-word command, so it's got to be pretty.
Well,
If you say
can't-
fight,
yeah.
it'll fight you most likely.
Yeah, that's probably true. Okay. So either way,
Sweet.
yeah. Whatever you think, I trust you. You that's good instincts. Whichever one you want to do sounds good.
One slight issue, I don't have any light source, so I won't be able to see.
You can just make out its position where the light is now.
Yeah, I was right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well then,
Don't-
in that
you
case,
jump
if I move to here, can I see it?
Yeah, but it's out of range. It's range on command is 30 feet, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Okay,
so
so
I
you'll
would
have to
go-
get to Let's see if he's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There, yeah. That puts you within his range.
Okay, so I'm invisible, and I will attempt, and it's just the one creature.
Giant. Although, as you get closer like that, you can see a little bit of flickering light as if somewhere deeper in that cavern there is a light source, like a torch or a fire. But you can't see the light source from there.
Okay.
I speak giant. You want to try and make it come closer?
You speak giant?
Yep.
I'll tell you what. I will command it, and tell it to grovel.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do that.
Put you guys where you want to be. Everyone else put you guys where you want to be. In the command.
Fantastic.
Unfortunately, is a 10. Is that your final answer?
I will use that. I can use that luck.
Okay.
Correct.
So 13?
13.
13, okay. So not only that, but that way you retain it too in the wand.
Yes.
13 on the saving throw, wisdom save, DC 13. The giant is not commanded. Now we're going to roll initiative.
On the bright side, I have in a way commanded it to fight us.
There you go. Okay.
Good
That
job.
giant is actually... Oh, no. Sever beats ties. Sever, you're first.
All right, she's gonna close quickly and.
One more square. Sever, the giant's tall, but not in those squares.
Oh,
to the north.
I got you. I see. What you're saying. Okay, right there. And
Let's see. When you're... Let me back you up here.
Yeah.
Oh, you already rolled your attack. Okay, so you rush forward to
Oh,
there.
sorry.
Didn't see this giant until you missed with your attack. You see there's another frost giant to the south.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump back to.
Okay. After Sever comes the giant. The giant grabs an ice boulder and throws it at you point blank, Sever. 25 to hit you for 7 bludgeoning. And then he retreats. 1, 2 to there. And then Carrie, your turn.
Okay. I'll charge up 1, 2, 3, 5. All right, and I'll whip a gun.
And then Glimmer, your turn.
I'm gonna sneak
I'll move there.
into this room. Doesn't look like there's anything. And then I'll just double move
Falsian.
on my return.
All right. 1, 2, 3,
So where
4,
are they?
5, 6. I don't see it, so I will double move to here.
You're double moving. Kester, your turn.
Kester moves, and
So you see firelight through an archway to the east. Firelight illuminating the cavern to the south. 2 giants, partially in your guys' light, partially in the firelight to the south.
okay, and yeah, I'm gonna. All right, here we go. Pillar assault on the closest giant.
He's 35 feet away from you, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Well, I can move one more forward. Okay.
13. Looks like you'll lose the spell, but it works this time. Wisdom save to not be... He's not a pillar of salt. And then the frost giant behind him. He grabs ice chunks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Point blank hurls a boulder at Kester. 27 to hit you, Kester, for 9 bludgeoning.
Barely hits.
And then backs up behind his ally there. He's done. Then Sever, your turn.
Sever's kind of frustrated right now, and she takes out. She's got like a little jar, and she's gonna do balm and try to resist this cold. I think the cold is messing with her a little bit, so she's resistant to the cold now.
Okay.
And gonna move this way, right there.
Okay. And then that frost giant throws a boulder at Sever. 25 to hit you, Sever, for 16 bludgeoning. Then he retreats out of sight. And then Carrie, your turn.
All right, 2, 3. All right.
Carrie runs up on that giant. Glimmer, your turn.
Let's see.
You shall not
Can-
have.
Can I sneak by and then like hide
Sure. Yeah.
behind these stalactites or stalagmites? Okay. That
I'll
might-
see you
that's
in
my
your
turn.
turn.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I will vicious mockery that guy. I want to keep. I'll use my luck point to make that a 13.
He failed, took 7 psychic.
Okay.
And then Kester.
Kester will move. He sees Carrig closing with that frost giant. Moves 1, 2, moves to here, and will attempt to command that giant to grovel.
Oh no. Giant can't make that one. And he starts groveling. And it was his turn to go, so that's all he does is grovel. And then at the end of his turn, he can make a repeat 18 wisdom save now to end it. Does not. And then next to go is Sever.
Sever's feeling a little bit better after that balm, and she's going to rush to close on this guy. Is this the one groveling right here?
Yeah, one more square to get on him.
One more?
Yep.
And as she's running, she's swapping out the frost blade because she doesn't think that would work against the frost giant, and she's getting back her dual scimitars and going to go for it.
All right, that's a hit. 18 points of damage on the giant. And then after Sever...
Oh, and I guess I probably can't drink a potion and do that all at the same time.
The potion's a free interaction, so if you're sheathing your sword, you could not. No.
Got it, okay.
Okay, so the giant comes running out of the passageway here, or comes running into the passageway, grabs a chunk of ice. You see his big, meaty hand reach down towards the ice you're hiding behind Glimmer. He grabs it and rolls it at Kester. 20 to hit Kester for 12 bludgeoning damage. And then Carrig, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to smash the groveling giant in the chin.
Advantage on the attack. That's a hit. 16 damage. Finishes him. He falls down to the ground.
Beautiful.
Help.
2, 3, 4.
Then Glimmer, your turn. Giant doesn't know you're there, Glimmer.
Can I get flanking with Carrig?
You have advantage because he doesn't know you're there. You can fit... Yeah, you can run under the giant's legs and fit north of him.
Okay.
Nice.
And when you do, when you get to there, you see in the chamber 2 more giants stealthily making their way to the north.
Oh boy. I'm gonna take my attack on this one right here. Backstab.
Okay. That's a hit for 17 points damage to the giant.
Okay. And then tripping.
Tripping check. He has a dex save, which he fails. Falls down to the ground.
Nice.
Well done, Glenn.
Can I hide? Dive into the sheets here and hide.
Duck underneath the bed there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Falsian, your turn.
Okay.
You got a prone giant, archway to the north, archway to the south.
I'm gonna harmonic healing on Kester.
Okay.
Yes.
And of course.
Sorry.
11 back,
Thank
Kester.
you.
But
All
I
right.
lose the spell, right? With an 8.
You do lose the spell. The giant runs up to the bed. You ducked underneath Glimmer. He grabs the bed and throws it against the wall, revealing you sitting there underneath the bed. But that was his action, so he's done.
Okay.
And then Kester, your turn.
Kester sees this felled giant, runs up, and will try to end his miserable existence.
With advantage because he's prone, that's a hit for 11 points of damage. And then...
Not quite ending.
Then, having room there, this frost giant comes back around the corner here, face to face with Sever. Tries to impale Sever on the wall with his great axe. 22 for 6 slashing Sever. Sever, your turn.
No.
Sever's looking pretty rough. He's going to try and quaff a potion really quick, her greater healing.
Okay.
Or extra healing. And then kind of spin out and attack him back.
That's a hit. 18 points of damage to the giant. Knowing right where to hit as a ranger.
Good.
And then Frost Giant that just was knocked prone stands back up. And he's got enemies all around. He sweeps his great axe all around him. First attack on Glimmer. 18 for 8, Glimmer. Then Kester. 16 misses Kester. And then... hit Carrig for 11. And then Carrig, your turn.
All right. I'll smack him in the knee.
That's a hit. 15 fells that giant.
Good hit.
Crashes to the ground. Glimmer.
A little too late.
All right, I run out of here. 25 feet this way. That's my turn.
Halcyon, your turn.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will swing on the giant.
Hit for 8.
All right.
Beautiful.
Then Frost Giant's turn. The one to the north, chasing after Glimmer, runs into Kester on the way. Tries to smash the priest out of his way with his great axe, missing. And
You can't do that.
Kicking at the priest, missing.
You have no power here.
Then Kester, your turn.
Kester moves to here, and I think this is a good time for mass healing word or mass cure.
Beautiful.
Oh no!
Well, enjoy. Enjoy. That's the last.
Let's see. Miss out. Roll d20.
All right.
Oh, so we don't.
Oh, there we go. You don't get any
Yes.
healing,
Beautiful.
but Kester has shown the error of his ways. As an angel comes down, you can describe what it looked like, Kester. And then the Frost Giant sweeps in. Let's see, that's one fighting Carrig and Falcian and Sever. Wisdom save here. Ooh, he fights on. So he sweeps with that great axe first on Sever. 25 to hit you for Sever, 6. Then on Falcian, 20 to hit you, Falcian for 16. And then on Carrig, missing. And Sever, your turn.
Get him Sever.
Sever's, I think we're flanking. So yeah, so
You are flanking. You have
just
advantage.
pick on someone your own size and slice it.
13 hit. 14 points
for
of
14.
damage. The giant's almost brought down. Blood gushing out of its wounds. Carrig, your turn.
All right in the gut.
Oh, Carrig finishes the giant. It crashes to the ground. Then Glimmer.
Alright, I am still trying to get out of here, so double move. That's
So we'll move in and then Falcian.
All right. Wow, one more guy? Crap.
Yeah.
All right. I'm all by myself, so I will Vicious Mockery that guy.
17. Oops, that's a charisma save. Failed it. Took 7 psychic. And then his turn. He strides on out of here, sweeps his great axe across Kester and Carrig and Sever. First Kester. Critting for 14 on Kester. Hitting Carrig for 12. Hitting Sever for 13. Sever and Carrig hit the wall there, slide down, both unconscious. Then the giant looks back at the remaining party members running, gives chase. Kester, your turn.
The angel comes down and reminds him that pride goeth before the fall. Kester learns his lesson, recenters, and tries to cure again.
Okay. Boom.
At this
14
time.
hit points back to everyone.
Nice.
And then Sever, your turn. Oh,
All right,
Sever and Carrig, you were both unconscious, so you took only 7 points back.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. Yeah, right.
thank you.
You both start prone. It's just 5 feet of movement to stand up.
Okay, so yeah, she kind of like breathes awake, quickly grabs another potion of healing, and then she's going to say for mother, and she's going to try and finish this guy off.
Oh, yeah. 19 points.
Nice.
Cuts a bloody swath across him. It'll only be 18 points because you're only able to grab one of your scimitars. They're both lying on the ground beside you, but you can pick one up as free action. That was Sever, and then Carrig, your turn.
All right, so I stand up and I'll move and I'll swing my warhammer.
Carrig smashes the giant, hitting despite a wild swing, doing 5 damage to the giant.
Still dazed, still. Yeah.
Still a little dazed. Glimmer, your turn.
Try to help finish this off, seeing that everybody's.
Do it, Glimmer.
Yeah, let's go.
Glimmer hits for 6.
Oh,
And then
beautiful.
Falcian.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm flanking there with
You
Sever.
are with Sever, yeah.
All right.
Advantage on the attack. That's a hit. 7 points damage. Finishes the giant before he can
Nice.
make a escape. 4 giants lie dead. Pools of giant blood spreading across the ice.
Good job,
Yeah.
everybody.
Okay,
Great blow
here
has been
comes
dealt.
another math cure coming up, everyone. 15 points.
Yeah, that's more like it.
I'm going to try curative on myself. Additional 11.
Let's look for loot.
All right.
Yes.
Looking around.
Let's see. 2 of the giants wore gold armbands with inset ivory and amber bears on 2 giants. There is searching the chamber with all the beds in it. You find a rock ledge about 9 feet above, which has a stone box on it. Climbing up there, there is more gold armbands, a stash of gems as well, and then some bags filled with gold coins. So more than you can carry of gold. Nothing else. No,
do we want
no
to
secret doors or
lose
anything.
any items to try and get more of this stuff, or what do you think, guys?
I'll drop my crossbow and my bolts and
So-
free up 2 slots.
Yeah, so just type in the slots for the treasure keeper. They'll,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. My longbow's been kind of
as the treasure keeper, you should have a list where you have, each person's name
yeah.
and their current number of slots, and then you can adjust as you go.
I think the passage goes on further this way.
Yeah. All right. So we want to head out to the south here, see what's going on here.
Okay.
Sure.
We follow.
Well, you.
very stealthily, checking for any traps, and
So now this passageway is carving down into rock. It's like you've left the glacier behind. You started carving through rock. There's a tunnel to the south that's descending steadily and goes as far as your light shines.
I'm gonna keep going this way if that's okay. What do you guys think? I think we can keep
Yes.
going.
Follow you.
Sneaking. What's going?
Lead the way.
Still sneaking around. Do we have any more potions of invisibility yet, or are we all out of those?
I have
I
one.
have one.
We can barely get through here. Still trying to be as quiet as we can, keeping our light just in front of us, so as not to alert anybody if we come upon them.
Pause right there, Sever. You can see the flicker of light to the west. Like there's a torch that direction. You can keep going now, yeah. And as the ground kind of changes from grayish color to bluish color, you're back into the glacier ice.
Okay. If I can, I'd like to try and stealth and kind of like scout
Okay.
ahead, see what we're dealing with without being seen as best as possible.
Carrying your lantern or leaving
Unless
it
somebody-
behind?
Well, would somebody that has a potion of invisibility want to use that instead, or
I can give
Or
you
I can
my
borrow it.
Yeah, you can have mine.
do you think that's a good use of it? I mean, I don't want to waste it, but I just want to maybe do, or we can also just kind of blast in. What do you guys think?
I think we should
I
check
said-
it out, scout it. So
Yeah. Okay. So I'll take the potion if that's okay, and go invisible and try to
All right.
do potion of invisibility, and then
Go and pause there, Sever. You can see
Okay.
a giant, a frost giant, standing guard, looking down the passageway you're coming down. Everyone make a duration roll except for that potion you just drank. Okay. And the giant definitely is seeing the light. He's paying close attention, but he doesn't see you. So what do you want to do?
can I set my lantern down where I'm at right here?
Mm-hmm.
So like the light will still be right there, and then I'm gonna try and sneak up, and so wanting to go kind of like to right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So can I see? Okay, so I can see those, and I maybe want to come back and just quickly let them know like looks like we've got two giants there. I think we can take them, but we want to make sure we can not alert anyone. Do you want me to try and sneak by a little bit, or I don't know? I wouldn't be able to see, I guess. So I can sneak in amongst these guys if we want to. I'll try and get by him without being seen.
Make a stealth check. See if he smells the Englishman walking by. You're good.
Okay. And then I'm gonna try and sneak up here and get on the other side of this giant, just so he can't escape.
Okay. Was the signal
then-
that you were attacking or that the party was attacking?
I can attack. I'll attack.
Okay. Party, you can take up your spots as long as you're behind. As long as you have no line of sight to the giant, you're okay. You're good. Once you're happy where you're standing, roll initiative. Sever, you can go past the giants
Right.
where you were.
I just didn't know if they could see, but yeah.
Oh, let's see here. There's a lantern, so let me just draw that.
Yeah.
When you ever have to get rid of what you're carrying, like set on the ground, or want to keep it separate, you can go to the light under the menus, and there's a lantern there. I'm just going to grab that lantern. And then you
cool.
can just, if you click the lantern and shift click yourself, it'll move with you. So if anyone wants to pick it up and take them with you, they can. Sever, you can turn off your light. I'll do that for you. There you go. Your lantern's on the ground over there.
Thank you.
And then everyone roll initiative. And then I'll roll for the giants. But Sever's going to get to go first. And then everyone will go at the same time after that. So Sever, go ahead.
Hit the wrong one. All right, so she's gonna quietly.
You
pull
have
out
advantage on the
these-
attack. Yep. No! Somehow you
What?
slipped on the ice just at the last second. And your
Oh
sword
my
clatters to the
God.
ground. You have to pick it up quickly. Glimmer, you hear that happening. You go next.
I'm gonna pick up the lantern and then run into this. Can I hide like in this alcove?
Well, no, he's looking right at you.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. I'll just fire off a sling bullet right
Okay,
there.
fire away. That's a miss. After Glimmer, Falsian, your turn.
Sorry. My cat was just about to jump up on the keyboard. Alright, 10, 5, 10, 15. I can see him from there, so let's do good. Let's get one more, because I don't trust the dice gods. And then I will Vicious Mockery him.
All right, 5 psychic unless he makes his charisma save, which he does. He takes 2 psychic. After
Okay.
Falcian, the first of the giants goes down. The one to the north, the Sever's picking up her sword. It swings its battle axe down on Sever. Or its great axe. 25 Sever for 15. Then Sever, your turn again.
Was I invisible or did I go uninvisible when I
You go
attacked?
invisible when you attack, yeah.
Okay, beautiful. All right. So she hastily picks up her scimitars and slashes wildly at him.
Missing the other Frost Giant. He will stride forward to there, attack the Vicious Mocker, and sweep his great axe over to Glimmer. 26 Falcian for 6 slashing, and 17 Glimmer for 19 slashing. Glimmer slides down the wall unconscious.
Man.
Kester, your turn.
Kester sees this horrible thing happen and will move forward to here and will attempt to command that giant to grovel.
Grovel. Ooh, 20.
Nice.
You got him. He's groveling. I'll put a prone marker on him as he's prone. And then Carrie, your turn. Got a prone giant in
All
front of
right.
you. Dying comrade to your left.
Come right up and smash the groveling giant.
Advantage on the attack. That's a hit. 14 points of bludgeoning. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. The giant says in giant. Glimmer, you got a death save to go. Con save.
Stop telling us not to kill him.
Shot healing.
You mark a success. 1 green circle. Falcian, your turn.
Bust out the new handy dandy new on my macro bar. So let's see how I do this. Spellcasting for me is a 1d20 plus 4. Okay. I'll bust out the handy dandy new scroll of Cure Wounds. There.
Oh, okay.
Use it
Nice.
on Glimmer.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so it
Success. That is
It looks like
5d6.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Get back 20 Glimmer.
Nice.
Thank you.
10, since you're unconscious.
Oh, right. So, let's see, that was... And then I will move back out of sweeping range.
Frost Giant attacking Sever. Smashing her with his great axe for 10 slashing Sever. Sever, your turn.
All right, with tears in her eyes, she is kind of getting a little bit frantic and flashing again.
23 hit for 14. Got it.
Okay.
And then Frost Giant's turn. Frost Giant's groveling. He's going to try to stop groveling with a wisdom saving throw. Ooh, he stopped. No more groveling for the giant. He's done. He's still prone for this turn. Until you guys go. Or until he goes again. Kester, your turn.
Kester will move forward and strike this groveling creature.
14 is a hit. It's a giant. 16 damage. Carrie, your turn.
All right. Smack him in the knee.
24 is a hit. 12 points damage. Kills him.
Good. Let's move up. Help Sever.
At the end of that round, everyone make a duration check for me, please. Check your durations. And then after you've done that, Glimmer.
Glimmer will move into the room. Up again, and then fire off a sling bullet. Nope.
After Glimmer, Falcian.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I could see him. Well, crap. I'm already let go. All right. So I'll Vicious Mockery him from here.
Yeah, just move one square at a
Nice.
time if you're, trying to just slowly
Yeah,
move
since
it
I'm
into
trying
area.
to avoid the dice gods, yes.
Yeah. Yep. Falcian, 20 is a
okay.
hit with the Vicious Mockery with a charisma saving throw, which he fails and takes 5 psychic.
Okay.
Then next to go is the Frost Giant. He's going to try and finish Sever with his great axe.
Damn it.
20 for 14 drops Sever.
No.
And then strides over here to Glimmer. And then Sever, death saving throw, con save. With advantage, that's a 11, which is a 1 success. You're still unconscious, though. Kester, your turn.
Kester moves 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to command that giant from here. And same thing, grovel. Oops. Well, that was the end of that.
That's the end of the commands.
Oh.
He does not grovel. Carrie, your turn.
Okay. Well, you're not going to grovel? Then I'm going to make you kneel. Warhammer. Right in the knuckles.
29 for 16. Wounds him terribly. He's hobbled. Can barely move now. Glimmer. Glimmer flanks him.
Carrig. Yep. Oh,
Ooh,
if I use
11
a
just
luck-
misses. You can use a luck, yeah.
if I use a look, let's
Yeah.
do it.
14
Yeah.
hits. 17 damage. Finishes the giant.
Good job.
We'll stay around since Sever's over there dying. Falsian.
All right, I move here, and I lost that spell. I don't think I can get to you in one round. And can I double move and apply a potion? Is it still free action?
Applying it to someone else is an action.
Okay, then yeah, I can't get there. I used the scroll, and I lost the harmonic healing spell, so I'm done.
After Falsian,
I'll be
Sever
right
got
back.
save. 15, you're now conscious. And you got your second success. So you're conscious at 0 hit points, you can act. Everything you do is a disadvantage, and you move half speed. What do you want to do, Sever?
I do have, let's see, I'll do curative on myself.
It'll be a disadvantage on the curative.
Oh, so -3.
Yep.
I've got I do have some potions of healing, so I'll take a potion of healing first.
Definitely a better move than trying to cast a spell. Yep.
Yeah.
3 hit points back, and you're conscious.
Okay.
That's Sever. Kester, your turn. Oh, actually, we'll come out of combat, since Sever's not died anymore. Yeah, so we're out of combat. 2 more Frost Giants dead.
Sever kind of looks at all of her friends. She's like, "Thank you, my friends. I do not know what is wrong with me today. I'm not myself. I'm distracted."
Kester comes up and hands her a potion of extra healing and says, "Drink deeply. We still have much work to do."
"Thank you, friend." And she takes that.
The potion of extra healing.
Nice.
Yep. I think she's going to also try and do curative now on herself. Hopefully not lose that. 12.
And she did lose it.
Yep.
All out of curative herbs.
Yikes. Okay.
All right, shall we search this chamber?
I think
Yes,
so.
let's go ahead and search the chamber.
Inside that chamber, find...
Is mine typing out your slots? Just want to double check.
that chamber has piles of hides, ice chunks, giant sacks. No treasure in that one.
Yes.
Everyone do a duration roll for me.
So maybe I misunderstood about wands. Did you change it to where they can be used more than once per day?
Yeah, wands go until you fail a roll. Scrolls
that's-
are just a one-time thing.
I'm sorry, guys. I have a wand of lightning bolt that I've been holding because I thought it was only once a day.
Nope, that's the cool thing about wands.
Nice.
Okay, where to
I
now?
will
All right.
use it better next time.
All right. Sever kind of wipes the blood and tears off of her face and says, "Okay, let's keep going. Heading up north here. Oh, I'm gonna do a lantern. Grab my
There's a
lantern.
passageway that goes to the south here as well.
Oh, is there?
Well, what looks to be one, maybe.
Oh, I thought we just came up.
Did we come up that way? Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
came up that way. Yeah.
Turned around
So,
again.
yeah. So sneaking up, it looks like we've got to the north and to the east. I think we'll
Yep.
try sneak around the east.
Nothing differentiates the two.
Okay. I guess yeah. I'll just try east.
When
very,
you get
very quietly.
to about here on the map,
Okay.
you note that there's a light coming from probably a fire in some chamber up ahead.
All right. Well, my strategies have always fallen flat. It seems like. So, has anybody else got any bright ideas? Maybe we could do that. Somebody, whoever learned giant. Do we want to try and?
Giant. Yep.
Do we want to try and? I don't know what.
Lure them?
What do you guys think?
I'll let them to come here, or say, hey, it's just this guards. We're just walking by. Try and bullshit them.
Perhaps we could lure them our way and ambush them. Set up an ambush at this hallway right here.
Okay, cool.
That's a great idea. Good call. So we're backing up and
Okay, yeah, take up your position. What do you want to do to ambush
We
them?
should, yeah, north and south, and then we can flank them when they come into here.
Maybe tell them, we've got some intruders. We need your help.
Yeah, we've seen some intruders. They're running in multiple directions. Come help us chase them down.
Okay, Falsian, you want to stand there, ready to hit you right away?
No, I'm going to say it and then move.
Okay.
I was standing there to cast my
Go
voice
ahead.
down the hall.
Yeah,
Now
go ahead
I'm
and
gonna
back up to where you want to be, everyone.
I was looking to make my persuasion check. Do I need to do
You don't
that?
need,
or?
no, it'll work, yeah. Go ahead and
Okay,
take up your
fair.
spot. Once you're happy where you're standing, roll initiative.
Oh,
And something big is coming down the tunnel. Probably a giant. It's when it gets there into sight, you can tell it's a fire giant.
Hot dog.
Fired. What?
Yeah. So it'll come out here basically, and then be surprised by you guys. So let me roll its initiative. Uh,
One.
a turn. Okay. Sever, go ahead.
Sever's going to sneakily run up and using the Frost Blade.
When you get there,
and
Sever,
dual
pause for a second. You can
Yeah.
see a second fire giant coming behind the first one down the hall.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So she's grabbing the Frost Blade and dual wielding with Ruin in the other hand. We'll do this. +4. So
That's great.
Oh, a
21.
crit. Wow.
Oh, it is a crit.
Nice.
So 42.
Yeah. Well, it's 17, and you said what?
Because of the Frost Blade is +4.
Oh,
right?
plus a d4. Plus a d4, yeah. So roll a d4.
Oh, plus D4.
Add to that,
sorry.
yeah. All right, so
all right.
40
So
points of
40.
damage. Some of it's cold. Almost kills the giant. It falls to the knee and struggles back up and yells something giant, something akin to trickery. Falsian, it's yelling to its companion. That was Sever's turn. And Glimmer, go ahead.
Oh, take up that.
Glimmer steps
spot
up,
there.
flanking the giant, finishes it off. That giant dies.
Sure.
Yeah, the other
Yeah,
giant down the hall
well.
there. That was Glimmer's turn. Kester. Oh, I need to add this giant to the
Kester's
initiative now. Let me just say this giant will be at the end of the initiative.
Okay.
2.
Kester's emboldened a little bit at the success that we've just had. Comes around the corner and will cast Toll Undead.
Toll the Dead. Okay.
Or Toll the Dead, not Undead.
That is a fail on the save. Took 7 necrotic from that. And then Falsian, your turn.
2, 3. All right then. Since this thing.
Ooh, a lightning bolt. Okay, so DC 7 dex save.
Disadvantage for metal armor.
It is in middle armor. It misses that, takes 15 points of lightning damage. And then Carrig.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll smash it with my warhammer. Fire!
This thing is heavily armored. 15 armor class. That's a hit, therefore. For 16 points of bludgeoning. Second fire giant is contemplating running for its life. It does run for its life. So it takes charging down the hall. 1, 2.
We
There.
got 'em, boys and ladies.
Okay. Sever, your turn.
All right. Sever's going to chase in and follow Carrick's lead. 1, 2, 6. Looks like maybe double move.
Glimmer, go ahead. You probably double move. Kester, go ahead. You probably double move.
Yeah.
Falsian, go ahead. And Carrig, go ahead.
All right. Ooh.
Okay. Their turn. Don't everyone, just one double move. Don't keep moving. Just one double move. Its turn. You, Carrig, and Sever come out into view. The giant takes the brazier that's there, picks it up in its bare hand. You'd expect it to like sizzle and burn its flesh, but it has no effect on it. And hurls this brazier at the two of you, smashes like a fireball against the wall there, and does 2d12 damage. Fire. Boom, boom. 12 points of fire damage, DC 15 dex save for half. For Sever and Carrig. 12
Dex
fire. To Sever. Ooh, Carrig, you only take 6 fire.
Thank goodness.
That's it for the giant, and then Sever, your turn.
Get him, Sever.
Your turn, Sever. We lose Sever.
Sorry, I was on mute. Nope, sorry, I was talking on mute. She rips off the part of her cloak that was on fire and closes the distance, says, "You need to cool off," and does the same kind of Frostblade double wielding attack.
Yeah. Sever finishes off the giant. Sever, you have a luck token. The giant is dead. 2 dead fire giants. Well done. And from this chamber, it's warm here, very warm. That brazier was stoked, as full as it could be stoked, lit by the dim reddish light from the large brazier. Piles of furs and skins, a rude table, a bench and stools, some giant sacks for the fire giants.
So can we just rifle this room, see if there's anything?
One of the giants bears a solid silver statue of a bear, rampant, topaz eyes. That's a slot. And then more gold coins than you can probably carry between the two giants.
Beautiful.
Man.
Outside, you can hear the howling wind of the rift.
So we're just going to kind of peek out and see what we're dealing with right here.
Right. From here, you can almost see the floor of the rift, Sever. And it's like you're at the back wall of the rift as well. To descend down to the floor of the rift from this location would take... Check the map here. It is... it's about 150 feet down still, but at least you can finally see it.
Okay. So if we wanted to get down there, we could do that. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I go back and relay that to the party. Like, I think I can see the bottom if we want to go that way, or I think we can continue to head north, or we can go back down south. It looked like there was, getting away from the frost and going south. What do you think?
Way back around, we passed a tunnel going south.
Yes, we did.
We can check that, or we can.
Yeah.
I am not in favor of trying to scale down the cliff face and falling.
Yeah, I agree. We should not. The way things have been going, I think we need to not try that.
While it probably isn't too safe to camp here, you might be able to find a cave or something in a mountain nearby. If you wanted to retreat at some point to rest, you can do that. You just have to get back out of this place.
I think finding a place to rest would be very smart for us to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm getting low on tricks.
Everyone check durations for me, please.
Yeah, I've lost my healing spell for the day.
And then keep on going. Lead the way, Sever.
All right, so we're trying to go back out. Is that the idea? The north way, or find a different way out?
Sure. Yes. Go. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, my keyboard's not. And can I glean anything from the north?
No. Nope. Ice tunnels as far as your light shines. No sound or anything.
Right. It's kind of a long way back, and I feel like there might still be some enemies. So I feel like either way we go, either down and around or up north, either way we're gonna probably run into people. I don't want to be the only one doing. I kind of feel like we should head north possibly and try to.
Right. While we're standing in this hallway, maybe we should drink potions if we got them.
Yeah, I've got one more. I've only got one more potion left.
I have a potion of healing and extra healing to give if somebody needs it.
I need it.
Okay, take it.
I have a regeneration.
Take the extra healing, Kerrig.
I can cast regeneration on somebody if they want me to.
I definitely could use it so I can tank a little bit better if we need to. But
You should
Okay.
keep it.
All right. I will. So yes on the regeneration.
yes, please.
All right. Here, prepare yourself, friend. Does anybody want to move out of range while I?
I move out of the dice spots. Range.
Just you and Sever.
I spend
Sever kind of crosses herself.
All right.
Yay.
So the regeneration basically brings you all the way back to full. Sever just takes a while, but you guys have the time. You're not in combat. You don't have to repeat. It's a focus caster, and those don't go away until you get attacked or something. So you can keep regenerating until Sever's up full.
Okay, so Sever's topped off.
Yep.
Now, can I do that only to Sever?
Correct.
Or
it ends when Sever reaches full health, or you stop touching Sever, or you lose concentration.
And then, as soon as that's done, I'm going to try to put my protection from evil back up again.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
And
Success.
I vote
that's a
going
24.
north. Nice.
Does anybody else want to attempt an inspiring call? Get a luck point?
I'll take it always, but
All right, who's that? Sorry?
It's Kester. If you do it on Kester, who just rolled a crit, you'd have advantage on the check, Paulson.
I'll do that. Inspiring lore call.
there we go.
All right. Go ahead, Sever.
All right. I think we should head north. See if we can sneak. I mean, I feel like we're in the bottom left of where we were, kind of southwest of
We're
where
swinging
we
around
went
the
to.
upside. Yeah, they're upside edge.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go ahead and do that if that's okay with you guys.
You lead, we follow.
All right. So stealthing best we can, looking for traps and.
You can start to hear the sound of the rift, the wind howling out there.
Okay.
It gets louder as you head northeast. Finally, you emerge out into the rift.
Okay.
You can't see the bottom of it here, so probably more than 150 feet down.
Okay. So we can go north or south. Is that the idea? Just want to kind of see what's south real quick.
Sure.
Can we see any of the other rift areas we've already been to give us a bearing?
Can't really, no. The swirling snow does quite a bit to limit visibility.
Fair enough.
Okay. So it looks like there's a cave there, and we keep going.
There's a passage here. There's something here next to me and Kerrig. I'll peek around the corner, I suppose. It seems to go a little bit further.
Okay, pause there. Probably not a good idea to split up, but you're all split up. When you peek around the corner, Falsian, make a stealth check.
Is that just the dex button?
Dex
or is
button.
there an actual
Yeah,
stealth?
dex button.
All right.
Ooh. The Frost Giant spies you. Frost Giant
Alright.
keeping watch. Everyone roll initiative. He's not the quickest Frost Giant, though. So Sever.
I didn't see what. So I didn't see where they went to the.
Falsian, you can give
Well, do I have to scream over the wind?
you kind of do, yeah.
Okay, it's over here.
All right, your turn, Sever. You hear that from the north.
I don't know.
Sever.
So north from where I'm at.
North from where you're at.
Okay, so I'm going to head north, right there. I guess I'll double move.
Okay.
Past to right there.
After Sever comes Falsian.
I think I can see his antlered horns from
Yep.
here, so I'll move here, and he can have some vicious mockery.
This is mockery. Got him. Takes 8 psychic. Then Kester.
And I'll move there so in case he wants to return fire.
Kester feels his way along
Keep
the
going
wall
north.
here
Yeah.
Don't fall.
and comes this way 5 and 6. And I'll just double move this way.
Okay, Carrie, go ahead.
Move right to bottom. All right, end of turn.
After Carrie, the Frost Giant tries to smash your dwarf friend with his battle axe. 22 is a hit for 9 points of slashing. Glimmer, your turn.
All right, remembering the void, feel against the wall, going north. That's 3.
To my voice, Glimmer.
Double move. And
Glimmer double moves. That's into that round. Sever, your turn.
All right. Sever's going to close and join Carrig. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to roll underneath the giant
Okay,
to get on the other side,
nice.
and stab with dual scimitars.
Let's see. You're at 11 because of flanking, which just misses.
I'll go ahead and use the luck.
Okay, 14 is a hit, and that does 15 damage to the giant, who's now badly wounded. Falsian, your turn.
1, 2, 3. I'm not standing near anybody, so I will vicious mockery him. Attempt to anyway.
Made a save. It takes 2 psychic.
All right.
Then Kester.
Kester move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here and will attack with the longsword.
Well done.
18 does 7. Nice. Next to go after you is Carrig.
All right, finish you off, buddy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Carrig finishes the Frost Giant. All right.
Down you go.
All right. Sever was like, I was just trying to see what we were working with. Make sure we stick together.
Yes, I got
can't
curious.
split.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just let me know, and we can head that way.
All right.
Got to be careful.
Giants down.
I suppose I didn't scream it, but I'm guessing it's a good thing I didn't scream, hey, there's a passage here, and I just kind of looked around the corner.
Yeah.
We'll search
Okay.
Yeah. Search this area for
treasures.
secrets and treasures.
No treasure. Just some piles of hides and ice chunks and giant
Head
sacks
north.
of giant belongings.
Was there
So
anything
this
I
is-
didn't see? Is there a way north on the outside, or like on the ledge, or
It looked like it ended there.
it ends there? Okay. I would like to go ahead and just kind of recon south just to see what's
Okay.
there, and then
I will not peek around. I will not let curiosity get the best of me and go up that north passage.
we can head back there in a second. But we just need to. I feel like we just want to search.
Stick together.
Oh, sorry. I'm
All right,
going
so-
with the light.
So we got this passage right here, and then is there something further south? So I just want to guess. So there's one passageway, and then it's like another second one right here, and then further down looks like just the edge. I'm sorry, I don't want to lose you guys. We got Kerrigan Felsian. Okay, so this goes down here.
Pause
Quietly.
there. So you see some giant beds and you hear snoring.
Okay, so I kind of hold up my hand and kind of try to be quiet, and then go ahead. What?
I do have my silence.
I also have a silence spell.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. She gives a thumbs up and then kind of moves aside to the edge there.
And I'll come in and
So 2 sleeping giants snoring almost like rocks falling down the mountainside with their snores. These things have different looking skin. It's like granite gray color. They're very lean and muscular. Definitely a different type of giant. Otherwise in the room, there is some piles of skins. And yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, you want to, yeah, so get us set up over here so we're surrounding them and then cast our silence on them.
Kester's going to cast silence.
Okay. All right. Roll a d20. Don't roll a 1.
Who wants to roll that
Sever.
d20?
Don't roll a d20. Don't roll a 1.
Okay.
No problem killing the first one.
Okay. And then move over second.
You can do another silence, Kester.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and roll it. Okay. I'll quiet. Don't roll a 1, Sever. Roll d20. Don't roll a 1. 2 giants dead.
Okay.
Nice.
Awesome. All right. So then kind of rifle this room, see what we have.
You find in this room, amongst the piles of skins, a jeweled crown worth 8,000 gold pieces. Nothing else in the chamber.
I'm going to update I'm going to drop, I had a bunch of arrows. I'm going to drop like one quiver of my arrows. So I'll update my slots here. All my potions gone.
We got 4.
Yeah. All right. Excellent work, fellows. Let's continue. See what we have.
Everyone check your durations. No wandering monsters. Then continue on.
All right, yeah. Let's go back out and see. All right. Does this go around, Tom, or is this the edge right here?
That's the edge, yeah.
Okay, so then there's only that other one tunnel up here to the west. We can get there. I will go ahead and quietly stealth if you guys want to hang out here, and I can just kind of go peek in and see what there is.
Okay.
So
You hear snoring before you see them.
Okay.
There are giants in
as
there.
soon as I hear the snoring, I come back and I say, "Hey guys, it sounds like the same kind of thing. Got sleeping giants."
Kester's super excited to do this again.
So
3
okay,
sleeping
gonna back-
hill giants.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
So yeah, let's go up to this
Here we
first
go.
one. I'm on top of the bed there.
Silence.
Okay, roll a d20. Ooh. You slipped for a second, but regained your balance in time. And then roll another d20 or another silence.
Okay.
And then one more time.
20.
All right. Well,
One more time.
That's the end of
That's the end of the silences, but luckily Sever killed the last one.
I still have silence.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
Good.
I deleted Sever. There we go.
Sever
All right.
kills himself.
No. I silently scream.
All right. So well done, fellows. Let's rifle this room, see what we can find in
You
here.
find some fur cloaks of very high quality that the giants were wearing. 3 of them, 1 slot each, 3,500 gold each, and a gold inlaid skull, 1 slot, 1,000 gold pieces.
All right. Okay, so I guess we're heading back out where the frost giant was.
I say yes.
And I can't remember. I think that's where we came from. So we go back up here.
I think you're right.
Okay. Coming around this way. Oh yeah. Okay. And so we go to the north. Wait. See if you guys get here. Okay. Can you see? Okay, Faustin.
Yeah, I have the flaming sword.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
That's why I'm bringing up for your light guard.
Beautiful. So we're sneaking quietly, looking for traps and secret doors.
To the west, quiet. To the northeast, the sound of the rift.
Okay. I think we're trying to get out of here. I think we've lost it. So let's go ahead and go up to the north.
I have silence still.
Oh, you still have silence? Okay. So
Yeah, I have a silence spell still.
out here.
So
Let's just check out here first, and then
you can't see the bit at the bottom of the rift, but you can see that there's a path going down to the bottom of the rift. It's way below you right now, and it's coming from the north, and heading down toward the south.
Okay,
and then
so if we
ahead
headed
and
up,
to your
we could go.
left, you see an opening in the glacier, but it's plugged with a huge boulder.
Are they keeping something in? Maybe we should leave that boulder where it is.
Yeah, let's leave that boulder where it is. Although it looks like maybe we could head out. I was going to say, do you want to? I don't know if we head to the west. If we heard, did you say we heard snoring,
No snoring.
Tom?
No snoring.
No
It's
snoring.
quiet
back there.
to the west over here, yeah.
Quiet to the west.
Quiet to the west. Okay. I say I think trying to get out and get some rest and come back is a good idea.
Probably
So
is.
I think we're gonna head up and around. Hopefully, maybe this is up heading towards where those what were those things?
the
that
winter
we
wolves.
fought first.
Winter wolves.
Sorry, not the wolves, but the.
Can I while we're
Yeah.
moving past this rock, can I listen and see if I can hear anything behind that stone?
No, you don't hear anything.
So yeah, trying to steer clear of like the
Oh,
entrances.
the Yetis.
to
You're talking about the area where the Yetis.
Yetis. Yeah, that's what it was. The Yetis. I think that's where we're heading, is the Yetis. So I try to stay clear of the cave mouths. I think, just so people don't see us or catch wind of us. We're just heading this way.
And here's where you can see the pathway starts down to the rift floor right here.
Okay, so we'll know there. It's like we've got passage to the north. I'm just gonna kind of look in quietly. This looks like it's heading. Go good. I'm not gonna go there. We need to get out to rest. So see where we're going here.
The passageway that you're just walking by now.
Familiar?
The passageway you're just walking by now kind of has some like steam coming out of it, like fog coming out of it. And it's kind of a warm fog, but then it freezes on your skin right away, so it's really cold in a second later. But it's all filled with that warm fog, so you can't really see what's in there.
I think we're going to stay away from that. And just keep going.
So are these stairs?
Yep.
Yeah. Is this where we were, or we're not there? I don't know. This is all new, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, no, this looks familiar.
This is the split.
Oh, yeah, okay. So we made it. Okay.
You made it out. Head out. Okay. So, Treasure Keeper, go ahead and split up the treasure for us. Let us know what the total is. I think the only magic item you guys came out with was a freezing sword in the hand of Sever.
Nice. My notes got wiped out somehow, and I can't bring it back. So, can everybody just type in how many free slots they have? But I don't have the full treasure list.
I can do it for you. So type in all the slots. I'll take the most valuable treasure, kind of in order of how you found it. You might have to leave some more valuable stuff behind. And then I'll give you the summary. One more person.
Thanks,
okay, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 plus 5, so you have 18 slots worth of treasure. So that'll probably be filled up with lots of gems and lots of jewelry, and be worth a lot. And I'll send that to you in an email. With you'll be still the same level, 8th level, when you return to the Rift. And I can't play next weekend, so the next game will be in 2 weeks on 2 weeks.
14th.
14th. Okay, next game will be on the 14th. If you cannot make it on the 14th, let me know as soon as you know for sure so I can get an alternate. But otherwise, I'll see you guys all back here on the 14th. Thanks for playing. Good job.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You guys
That's great work.
Brought a lot of havoc to the Giants.
Yeah.
Wiped out a whole bunch of Giants.
I would say that Sever's mom is being avenged quite handily right now.
Yeah.
And you can see how important flanking is.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And even though you can freely move away, it's often best to stay adjacent if you can set up the flank for a friend. What other good strategies are there? Flanking is huge, especially if you have a rogue, because the rogue really depends on that flank. But otherwise, you guys kind of got it all mastered.
Nice. So when we come back next time, oh yeah, this is a blast. That was all that we could do for that one, or
that was all for now?
Level,
No, next time you'll be coming back to the Rift, so you can decide. Do we explore more of the outside? But it might be harder next time because the Giants will also have had a night's rest and found all the dead Giants and probably set up more guards. So you might have to come up with some tricky way to get back. And from your cave mouth, you can kind of look out over the Rift. Oh, I got to show a picture of it. Show you what the Rift looks like. So during the day, as you're resting, as the sun parts, is there a good picture of the Rift anywhere? There it is. Move you guys back, and you can kind of thinking about what you can see from your mountain cave and how you might approach this a second time to get around all the Giants that are going to be waiting for you. Okay, here we go. So here's the path that comes into the Rift and then splits. Here's the thing that goes down to the base of the Rift. So you came and you went down the left-hand side of this Rift, the bottom of the screen, basically all the way around. You came out this way after fighting the fire giants, and you could see the base. That one's 150 feet up. It's probably 200 feet up from this ledge, probably 250 feet up from this ledge where Glimmer almost slipped off when he was fighting the Yeti.
So this is kind of like upside down from the way that we had it.
Yeah, if I turn it, let's see.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
I turned it sideways.
This is north over here. Yeah.
So that passage down, was that like, that would be there, like somewhere
Yeah.
over here?
I do this. That'd be
Or
good.
not down there? Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go. That's more like what you saw.
And
So
that
yeah,
was
the
the
you,
passage we saw right there?
the steam, that was right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the steam was up here. This was the passage down to the bottom of the rift. All the way down here where you fought the fire giants, there was that ledge. You could get to the bottom of the rift. There's, of course, the cave that went further south out of the glacier into the rock as it descended down to the very bottom there.
Okay,
And,
that's what I was looking for. Okay.
Yeah, so you guys can formulate plans for how you can advance next time.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
You'll get it
Thank you
rested,
so
so you'll be
much.
at full everything. Everything you left behind is still left behind, so update your gear to match.
Yep.
And I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.